whatever weapons these guys pick up. But in all honesty, I'm still looking forward to the AR play. I'm not gonna be too surprised whatsoever if we get our M4s to be so important in many a map, Scar L, especially on a map like Erangel, you have the SMGs if they want to come close. And it really feels like it's whoever can just outskill the competition because I'm looking into this game, especially here at Campus Clash Invitational, and I'm really expecting that many a team will be looking for those duels early, trying to go for the kill points as much as possible. This is the Philippine playstyle, so it can get kind of wild, Ray Ray. That's the thing. Lason kung lason, laban kung laban, as they always say. And I just want to say this as well, Campus Clash Invitational, PUBG Mobile is brought to you by Tencent Games, Crafton, and Lightspeed and Quantum at Tencent Game Studios. And huwag natin kalimutan rin, maagang pasabog ang handog ng AcadArena Tencent hanggang March. Tuloy-tuloy ang action sa Aces bawat linggo. Kaya register na. At kung gusto niyo ng turna para sa schools nyo, huwag kalimutang bumoto para mapabilang kayo sa PUBG M Etrams Tour. So there's so much again for 2022 for PUBG Mobile. I kind of just want to tackle this real quick. I feel like this year, Ray Ray, is the year of the Philippine scene for PUBG Mobile. I think aren't we like included now in the official circuit? We have this system here from AcadArena. So maraming chance kung ikaw ay PUBG Mobile player, not only to play Spider-Man, but also play in the esports circuit, no?
Speaking of, to those who aren't updated, we've seen on the collegiate scene that they performed really well. UNP Sharks, if you guys are big fans of PUBG Mobile scene talaga, UNP Sharks, they qualified from the collegiate scene here in our, of course, national qualifiers. And now that they went into SEA going up against MYSG, Indonesian, Vietnamese, Thai regions, and they got the championship bag. And that is really big. Coming in from the PUBG Mobile scene, I'm so excited to see also how they're gonna be playing on the professional scene here in the Philippines itself. And hopefully we'll get to see more casters, more English casters next time around. And we see this circuit itself. And of course, I'm so excited this time around in the Campus Clash Invitational. Imagine you'll be able to get the UC Unknown Cash, and that's really a big impact because I'm a big fan of those spins in PUBG Mobile in-game items. Buying them one by one, upgrading the M4 into a Glacier one, it's gonna be so expensive. So here in the Unknown Cash, I'm so excited how will these teams really get that, of course, a big prize for themselves, and of course, enjoy what PUBG Mobile has in store for them.
Yeah, with our prize structure here, first place gonna get 4,000 UC, second place with 2,000, and third to eighth gonna get 6,000, 1,000 UC each for six of them, rather. But in terms of our point system, of course, chicken dinner, you get that 15 points, 12 for second, third place gets 10, fourth place gets 8, fifth place gets 6, sixth place gets 4, seventh place gets 2, 8 to 12 get 1, and no points whatsoever for our final teams remaining. And it's the standard format. A kill is a point, so look for those kills, look for those takedowns, get those placements on as we are gonna be getting into the game. So to start things off, it's El Clasico, the map that we first started in PUBG Mobile. Pero pagbubukas mo ng mata mo, Ray Ray, when you first turn on PUBG Mobile, this is what you see. The skies of Erangel staring at you and saying, where you dropping? Pachinki or what? And of course, Erangel, it's gonna be such a good heat check for many of these teams because we're gonna find out what their strategies are going to be, which teams are be playing for placements and rotations, which teams are going to be looking to duke it out and just really play the hard aggression, and who will have the better strategy coming into a map like this. Because isang basis lang, diba? We're only going to be playing every single map once in a rotation, once in Erangel, once in Sandhawk, once in Miramar, pretty much the three standard maps we see in pro play, and we're gonna get it here at the Campus Clash Invitational.
But speaking of, kind of miss Vikendi. Vikendi has its own
Wala na
magic.
yun.
Pero wala eh. Ganun talaga yung
Wala.
mga bagay na di na kayang ibalik. So
Oh,
hopefully we'll be able to get, of course, some of those Vikendi action next time around when we see them on the official circuit. But speaking of, we can see some duos, we can see some trios, and we can see complete squads that we have. So that is going to be a big advantage, especially to those teams who are currently complete when it comes to their team composition. So maybe we can take a look at the, of course, DS right now. They have quite on a few names, but looks like we have already a Spider-Man kind of suit that we have. When you go into PUBG Mobile, make sure to log in so that you can get those in-game rewards. But speaking of, a lot of them are actually into Spider-Man suits. So guys, if you don't have your own Spider-Man costume, maybe that's going to be great. But speaking of, we're gonna be starting already on the first game here in Erangel, and our flight path will be coming from shooting range going south towards the Snovka Island. This is pretty much of an easy flight path as compared to the other extremities. But when you take a look at it, it's quite far going into prison in Milta, shelter. But I think they can just use their vehicles to come right through. But this is more important for those teams who are going to be going to SMP. They don't need to spend much of their time getting some vehicles. So what is more important also is that are there going to be some teams who are going to be landing with each other, or maybe they already know their game. They're going to be going to Severny, the shooting range, the usual dropping points on the professional scene. But let's take a look at first at Team 1 and Team 4.
Dude, I'm just looking at Pachinki right now. How many are gonna go there? Come on, Pachinki War. Some classic gameplay, some ladder gameplay. Is it gonna happen? But you mentioned that SMB actually in the flight paths. So if anyone wants to go for that mill base Primorsk, Ferry Pier, or Novorepnoye, there is a chance for many a team to actually move on out in the first place. Hospital though might be taking Georgia Pole actually just for a single squad even. And here already in the flooded towns here, the water town, we'll see what else can happen. So there's a lot of concentration here, Rere. Marami dito sa may school area. Sakto lang, diba? Campus Clash. Go to school. Bagay lang pagbalik, even though it just got suspended or some stuff like that recently. But beyond that, it's only 48 players. It's only 14 teams, so it's not gonna be as, I'd say, compact, no? Parang hindi, may, ang having space tuloy, especially given the map is quite a big one where vehicles are going to be important. So I wouldn't be too surprised if some of these teams on the outskirts, like here for Too Easy Evil, they're going to be on the hospital and co. They're not going to get bothered anytime soon compared to the teams who have dropped around the school area. So that's going to be absolutely dangerous for the Clash Bear. Don't forget, guys, that everyone's favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is coming to PUBG Mobile. Spider-Man will be swinging into the action on January 15th today, so be sure to log in and try out the new game mode, win rewards, and other exciting new features. At alam mo, Ray, tatanong ko na sana sa'yo eh. Ano favorite moment mo na No Way Home? Pero feel ko not everyone in our audience has watched it, no? It's good though.
I have no words. Kasi feel ko pa nagsabi ako ng isa,
Ay,
spoiler na ata eh.
Ito, Ray. Favorite ko yung part yung may tumayo. Big- Biglang may tumayo. You know that? Did you see that part where suddenly I couldn't see anything because someone stood up? I don't know why though. I don't know what kind of copy of the way I was able to watch.
Mine was, ano eh, naguluhan. Pero looks like someone's gonna be wiped out coming in from
It was a
CJ and the
squad.
guys. Squad wipe? I think they're just playing duo. That's why this team was able to pin them down. But speaking of, no one went to Sosnovka Mill base, which is kind of weird because these teams, you're gonna be going there usually, but unfortunately we don't have more of them. Are gonna be stabled in Quarry side, but the circle won't be favoring most of the teams as it's going to be on the upper north extreme side of Erangel, which is unusual also. We usually see them centering around Pachinki or in Quarry or in Shelter, but this time around it's gonna center around Siverny. So that gives a lot of teams, especially around Rozhok, a chance to just rotate themselves right through. But I think more of these teams that we can see are more of the classic guys. Classic means, you know, the usual rank system that we have, kill lang ng kill, sagadin mo na. Pero speaking of, school kagad, gustong-gusto na kagad nila pumasok. And what we have right now is some on the apartment side, some of the an actual school, but I think it's too far for them to actually go up against each other. But looks like Nancy is gonna be pinned down, going into half HP.
Yeah.
So actually, they're pretty aware that there's someone at around the areas of apartments.
I think this is HCA actually versus Mustang Esports right now. Rivalry looking on around 4. Anyone over at the apartments. And at the very least, M16 in hand getting very accurate if ever. How is he hitting that though? It's to be effective from his teammate. Instead, Rivalry looking on around yet again. Still though, the rest of Holy Child's Academy back on the other side. And stand up muna. Wala talaga yun. Pinasuspend yung class ni Rere. Everyone now suddenly wants to go to school. But Dancy will show us how it's done, teaching us immediately how to spray someone down with the burst fire of the M16. And Rivalry on the ground, gonna get confirmed here by Lars well. And that's gonna be a good kill to start things off with Team 12, which is, I do believe that is HCA. So gonna be difficult right now for Mustang Esports having to back on out. The seat quite low on the HP already. Gotta say though, Ray Ray, it feels different to cast this game in English. Parang iba yung vibe. Biglang iba yung
Yeah,
vibe check natin. But Mr. Jading, he's here.
Hey, you know what? When it comes to PUBG Mobile in English, at least we still get the hype because it's Peach teams we're talking about, right? And speaking of, there's just some quite of a few knockouts here, but Dancy and the team coming in from the Holy Child's Academy, they're really wiping the guys of SDI West Negros. Now, speaking of, it's going to be a 3v2 rather. Will they be able to get some good knockouts coming from a DS gang? But speaking of, they're already going with a sandwich position here, and it's quite unusual to see them going this how far they can go. But if they can just pull out those utilities, they'll be able to finish out this hit together with Lost. And now, speaking of, they're gonna be throwing some mollies. Will they be able to get those knockouts? Not really, but they're already throwing out their grenades right through.
Over onto the other building though, and immediately there's the spray down. But that is gonna be Dancy going down to the hand of the opposition. P-Boy though trying to help on out with the M249 LNG gameplay. At least the spam potential here. And for the time being, P-Boy maybe at the very least swapping on around, trying to get that third-person perspective on. And over at Quarry, many teams, the Power Secret and Co, they have to already move to the north side of the map because it was a crazy hardship anyway. But that's gonna be Lust going on down as well. Oy, nabangga dyan, but the seat now, the only one left here for the side of Mustang Esports. STI in trouble immediately. Does he actually go on out though? Will he be able to get a sleight of hand on in the first place? As Dancy and Co are simply resetting here, Ray. It's so easy right now for the side of HCA. They're on the outside. They have the man advantage. And the seat is just basically stuck here. Labas nga dyan. Sige, talon uno-uno. The seat, will you find a angle in the first place to get that takedown? He does have the Thompson, but he gets seen. Now healing on up, but the chase is on. The aggression is here. And someone is knocking on their doorstep. But there we have the snipes immediately. And that is the seat falling. So goodbye here to Mustang Esports. And we will see them into the next map. 39 people remaining here, Ray Ray. Yan, talon uno-uno.
Lihim. Kill steal.
Mas nice pa talaga eh.
That's the highlight. The grander sa kanya yun, most likely. And he was like, okay, I'll just gonna pin you down. Since DMRs right now, specifically Mini 14s and SKS, are buffed. To those who are big fans of the DMRs, guys. Yan na nga nangyari sa kanya. But speaking of, we have here I love the names, you know. I love the names.
I don't, we have a list, right? We have a list. And I'm just trying to find the part where we're allowed to say it and the part we're not allowed to say it. But this one, I like it already. Jumbo Sausage. He's running around with a Thompson. And I can't even find him on the list, honestly.
Coolmates, why are you like this? They're from TGR Teletubbies.
The Teletigers may Teletubbies friend. Tama ka. Ayun, I found them nga. UST. Mga pangalan na ginagawa niyan for Too Easy and Evil. Uy! Kung may Fire Cyjin sa ibang bang may Stu Cyjin, diba? Sabi mo kanina.
And we also have Meraki, one of the popular names in esports. And speaking of, we also have Lihim, kind of, very malalim. Lihim, malalim.
Wow.
FNS. Is he FNS Finesse? We have Finesse team po yet. So I'm not sure if he's part of Finesse team po yet.
Valiant Esports right now though. That's what he's playing for, HAU. But the Dancy and Co, they won. They danced on the graves of their opponents. Happy already to stay in the apartments. The circle hardship though will mean that many of these teams have to go to the north side, and we're watching Roro watch the ceiling. Now we watch Sapphire and Jumbo Sausage. Isipin mo may Jumbo Sausage na uuna sa'yo. Okay rin yun.
Minus ligtas points.
Oo eh. Kung may Hesu cryptocurrency na nag-drop right now, ano na yun. But Love Your Hana did scout out. There's a squad in front of them. So the rest of the Teletubbies. Even I can't think. I'm trying. I'm in my mind. It's saying Teletigers, but in my heart and in our stat sheet it says Teletubbies. So the Teletubbies, whichever there's the red one, the green one, the purple one, and they're all running all the on away. Where are they even passing through by?
Are vehicles not allowed?
Oh, where are the cars? Like hello?
Are there no
Autorun?
vehicles? They're not using any. They're just running around the fields. And this is quite hard. There's a buggy around them. They don't have enough spawns, maybe. That's the thing about PUBG Mobile, guys. If you want to play this game, you need to be familiarized with the with the
Response.
spawns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will be really helpful for you. But you know what? When you're around Rozak and it's school, it's really hard and complicated because you're gonna be going through the valley of shadow and death before you'll be able to get the vehicle, and that is pretty hard. When you take a look at it,
That's so
looks like we have
grim.
people is gonna go out right now, being knocked out by Team
He, he
11,
was
and this
he was
Liam
tempted.
already.
He
Oh
was
yeah.
tempted, Ray Ray. He saw the buggy. He's like, that's how you play PUBG Mobile. But you mentioned it, the temptation, kaya di ka dapat tempt, guys. Yung kamay mo, sa'yo lang. And Pipoy, wala na. He's down on the ground all alone. And Sol and Co looking to make it pretty simple here so far. It does seem like this three-man squad from the side of Valiant Esports, they're camping the buggy basically. You mentioned it. Spawns very important, vehicles very important. Erangel is half a driving simulator. But the plan here for HAU is to camp the buggy, use it as bait, and just get kills just like this. So sakto talaga eh. Just
Kills.
some okay, honeypot guarantee. May kotse pa sila.
HAU really standing up to their name. And speaking of, we still have here. Oh no, Roro gonna get a kill already. Gonna be confirming one. And I think we only have 12 teams left. The two squads already been eliminated, but there are some teams that are still alive and kicking. And looks like LTE is already starting it. But speaking of, three-man squad, 7 kills, no problem. And that's how this guy is from HAU, from how, of course, from Whole Angel University is actually doing it. And Liam has already a total of 5 kills, so maybe a potential to be one of our MVPs when you take a look at it. 5 kills, you don't usually get that, but when it's Liam around, of course, he can get it. But speaking of the circle, where is it gonna be shifting? Will it go to Rozak's side, or it will be really centering about around Siverny? And as what we've seen, Siverny is a very special place with a lot of professional players who are having those drop points, but it seems like it's not gonna be centering about around Severny, but it's going to be around shooting range. And don't tell me this is gonna be ending up on the hillside where it's
Hmm.
completely open to all of the teams.
Hey, you know what's still in it? School. Maybe since the game knows this is the Campus Clash Invitational, baka naman, biglang sa school ang final circle. Gonna be a bit difficult though kasi yun nga, you mentioned it, it is on north hand side and it might be on the outskirts perhaps of the shooting range of the Subvertly area. But a man can dream, and many of these players dreaming for that incredible UC prize that we can get here. But for now, we got EOS running on the... It's just so weird to me, Ray Ray. I don't see the grass this slow. Usually when we're on Erangel, the grass just goes zoom because the cars go zoom. And it's like we're on a hiking trip. And you know what I saw also on the map? There's one team. They're having a camping trip in Stalber. Like, while all of this is happening, may nag-climb na ng Mount Stalber basically. Nagdala ng mountain gear. Buti pa si Roro, alam niya mag-drive dito. For the rest, some of these squads, you guys, good luck sa autorun. Yun na lang yun. Good luck sa autorun.
Guys, kayo mag-drive. Tinatamad ako. I think that's how they wanna play it. I mean, who wants to drive in a competition, in a tournament, in PUBG Mobile? Even I
I
am
do.
not a big fan of driving vehicles. Because what? You usually just crash around our enemies when we play together. You know how he uses a barrel for a mid-range gun? Can you see?
Control.
No, he Gadak's attached 3x scope to a barrel.
Dude, I love the barrel. It goes up, right? So you throw your mouse downwards if you're playing the PC version, but in mobile, it's just like control. Ganon. But I'm telling you, do you know those fitness things? Yung parang nutcracker, mga ganon, or
Yeah,
mga
yeah.
resistance band. Then you know, practice ng mga pro player, no? Para sa mga guns like a berry. Kailangan talaga, pull it down all the time. This is this is what happens when nothing happens in PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, this is a podcast.
I'm just happy though. We can speak in English. This is the first time I can speak in English in a
Yeah,
PUBG
we're
Mobile
allowed
cast.
to speak it.
No, no,
Hopefully we'll get
Ray English caster. Wow.
wow,
That's
only in PUBG
no,
Mobile.
mobile in PUBG Mobile. Hello, other games? I have an English caster for you, but you know who's someone I want to cast soon? Jumbo Sausage and Co. I want to scream his name para marinig ng Panginoon.
Yeah.
May naiwan siyang son of PUBG Mobile, and his name is Jumbo Sausage. Zafire and Co. The Teletubbies running on around. And let's not forget, guys, Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man, honestly. Don't forget that everyone's favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is coming to PUBG Mobile. Spider-Man will be
It's
swinging
called
into the
Gagamboy,
action
Dax. Come
on
on.
January 15th today. Sana lang kung magkagagamboy crossover rin. But so be sure to log in and try out the new game mode, win rewards, and other exciting new features. You know what will be exciting though? If we'll have some adventure time there as Jake the Dog and Co. will be in a compound that both the squad of UST and the squad of Parisikat and Co. They might actually meet them, but they're driving away. They're driving away here and looking to go onto the ruins instead. So Roro and team deciding, okay, dun muna tayo sa ruins. It might actually end up there instead for a circle. And this is LPU Pirate Esports. Sakto lang naman, andun yung river, so they might be able to build a ship soon and be the pirates that they want to be.
You'd
EOS
like
right
to
now.
be like One Piece.
Oh,
Oh,
yes! Ray Ray, tara! From episode
oh,
1 to episode 1000.
oh,
Baka
give
gusto
me
mo lang.
money before
Baka
I'll
gusto mo
want
lang.
one.
Marathon tayo together. No breaks. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
what?
What?
He could have.
Roro? Roro?
What are they doing?
Roro, that's not how you do that. Okay, I'm gonna give it to him. Okay yung logic. You remove the tire, baka matanggal, mahulog, diba? But this is PUBG Mobile, so what you do is you throw a grenade. Replay pa talaga!
No,
Bro!
actually, you can, pwede mo siya maibangga. You can
Diba,
crush the
diba? Pwede
other
ba siya
vehicle.
yun nga, exactly. That works too, diba? You just go bump, bump.
Why?
I love,
Are you
ang,
guys? It's just a
ang
first
lala ng
game.
Fred. Ang lala ng Fred, biglang play pa talaga. Yo, shoutouts to our,
Yeah.
shoutouts to AcadArena Prod. Honestly, they've been working. I mean, they've been working with us. We've been working with them for so long already. They've always been amazing, no matter the game. So, pogi mo talaga, Brian. Yun na lang yan. But hey,
Yeah,
please,
Brian Best.
Brian Best. Baka naman,
Brian
guys.
NFC.
Yung picture niya, ilang ganun ba yun? But hey,
Yeah.
M24 here for Roro, and this might be dangerous because this is Pirates so close to Jake the Dog and squad, so they might see each other in ruins. Might see? Nah, they're not. They're not gonna meet each other, Ray. Di sila
Oh,
nakita.
speaking of di sila nagkita talaga. And guys, yeah, I think they're just having fun. When you take a look at how they play it, and some of them are really having their uniform, a complete Spider-Man squad. What we
Oh.
have right now.
Isa dyan si Toby, isa dyan si Andrew, dyan si Tom, okay rin eh. Tapos yung isa, sino ba yung voice actor ni
Spider-Pig.
Miles? Ganda rin, yung sa Spider-Verse, sino ba yung voice actor ni Miles doon? Anyway,
I
uy,
forgot.
nagpicture pa sila. Hello, wait lang.
Hello.
Hello.
Take a picture muna.
I think, do you think that they're thinking maybe the boat can be brought here to the water town? Nah, never mind. Okay, cool. Or by the river. That's the thing. So the river flows in you. Diba yun yung parang nung high school pag ikaw gusto mo umiyak, kasunod ka ng Twilight, tapos so, napakinggan mo
Pipikit
yung
mga
piano
mata mo.
nun. Oo.
Iba yung ibang version na narinig ko sa River Flows inyo eh. Di
Ano?
ko alam kung bakit. Lumayo ako. Speaking of, lumayo na nga ba sila sa isa't isa? I think they're just gonna be passing through. Oh, there's someone! It's two Saijin! Not gonna be far Saijin, that's what we can see in the other game. But it's just two. And it's just gonna be bailing out for it. And they're just, what, lurking around?
They're just driving. You know, the MG, alam mo, this is MGS, Mapua University. Usually they have a suit, but Stu Saiyajin deciding to get in the face of Apollo, and well, he's punking him already. Only one left because this is a duo squad on the high ground on the second floor. We have Lalampa, kapatid ni Lush, but Stu Saiyajin just looting here, and Too Easy Evil gonna help him out as well. But all hail Lalamp on top of this second floor, UMP in hand. Waiting, nagintay siya. Akyat ka, Too Easy Evil. Oh, the third party, the third person peak rather, and Lalamp will get snuffed out here by Too Easy Evil. MGS winning out the clash. It was a 4v2, but still, Stu Sargent, Too Easy Evil made the 1v1s happen, and that's a squad wipe for Mapua.
Wow, imagine they already get a total of 5 kills up ahead, but we still have another team who wants to actually go for a third party. And speaking of, there's just some knockouts, and They're just pretty chill about it. They've been using UMPs, the SMGs is the new meta still. Not gonna get nerfed, but what is Jake doing? What is Jake doing?
Wala. Jake the dog is dead. I too watched that Adventure Time episode. Parzival though falls as well. And this is just Sol and Co. cleaning up nicely. Eos, nako, wala ka na. Si Halis na lang talaga ang natitira dito. And we got the Scar L in hand. But he's seen the DMR gameplay on the other side. Don't peek that, please. Please don't. You have a red dot on your SKS. I don't think you have the range for this, Halis. But maybe pull me closer to the backseat of your rover and right behind this tree right now. Hindi naman siya kita. But this is for a 3-man squad to have 9 kills already. Liam, Sol, and Yumi. They're doing such an effective job actually that they're all together no, Ray. Sama-sama lang, one house, one bahay para 'di ba split the rent. Mas mura yung paggastos nila dito.
Dorm.
At yung dorm nila, sakto naman yung collegiate stuff. And Liam will confirm EOS already. Hallies can't even get close, and Solon team just picking off anyone they come across with, basically. It's so difficult right now to get anywhere near this 3-man squad.
I think this is just the last guy up ahead for FEU for the FX club. Some of the guys are gonna be flanking already. Are these guys playing classic? They're already getting a total of 11 kills if they were able to pin down Haley's, and that's just it. You have the SKS. Will it be the new meta? Close range, yes. Pero haba nag-heal. He'll gonna be getting on by Sol, and that's gonna be earning this guys a total of 11 kills. So much for HAU. Hello to Valiant Esports. Now, we've seen Valiant really a good team on the other games, but I'm quite impressed that they're also doing good here in PUBG Mobile. And as to what I've said, UNP Sharks, they have a professional player there, but here we don't have any professional players. But seems like we have FNS. Liam is really getting a lot of kills already. But on towards the other teams, we have quite a lucky team here, and they're just the only team who's at the circle together with another one. Is just going to be coming through, passing through the circle, and they can just gatekeep everyone. And remember, the position that these guys have for this two side Jin and the gang, this is a power position, and we've seen a lot of teams who positioned themselves there on the last few circles, getting that winner chicken dinner. That's a high percentage we have.
Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been struck by a smooth too easy evil. He got sniped while inside the UAZ there, and I think Annie is not okay whatsoever. The smoke's though luckily gonna be out. Stu Sargent running on around inside the circle. Another squad might become their way. Lee him and go might see Stu here. And oh no, this is gonna be dangerous. Actually, the battle of the teams we've seen make an impact. Stu Sargent and team versus Liam and his friends. And these two squads might be the top fraggers right now. 11 kills for the trio, 6 kills here for the quad. And this is going to be dangerous here. Valiant Esports now getting closer and closer. Might want to go for the invasion. But from what we've seen here for Valiant, they have been very smart, honestly, Ray. Na alam nila kung ano manalo sila, what fights they're gonna go for. But they're confident here against Stu Cyojin, right behind the rocks, Sol providing the covering fire. And the thing is, here for the side of Valiant, they're in the circle for now at the very edge of it, Ray.
And they're just waiting a lot of time coming right through for Valiant together with Mapua. But as for Stu Sargent, they're gonna keep up with the kills. Only 5 left before they can just tie with HAU. But they're just gonna be gatekeeping this, guys. But looks like we have eye shots. Don't tell me we have a professional player here. No, I'm just kidding, guys.
Wow,
It's Nitro.
Kaklan. Pwede ba yun? Pwede ba yun? Mga clanners. Any clanners in the chat? But hey, ito, FNS, may eye shots. Sige lang. Represent, or maybe they might be the new generation for 2022. But Meraki! Sinampal lang kagad ni Liam. He turned around for that one. Quick 180. It's like he had eyes at the back of his head, or the Spidey Spence of Liam is tingling. Siya talaga itong tunay na gagamboy dito eh. But on the prone already, watching out on the other side of the river. Heal cool. Has to keep his cool for now and has to be very, very careful. But on the flip side, too easy evil. That's gonna be some great shots. And Liam actually gonna go on down. Yumi too busy Too easy evil. One more shot can do it. The spray though doesn't get the confirmation, but it's still dangerous because it does feel like that Liam now and the rest of his team might be stuck between 1, 2, 3 different squads here.
Lot of squads kabliwat kanan, but looks like we have both of these teams coming from Mampua together with HAU. They're just gonna be gatekeeping everyone, but seems like the play zone also gets a lot of frags as well as teams are just gonna be coming in one by one. But I think it's too late because the circle is just gonna be eating them up alive outside the zone. But we still have some survivors, but they're out in the open. Will actually Mapua together with Valiant actually spot them out? Or MGS is just gonna be sitting pretty also and they're just gonna be getting out of it since they have those vehicles. But seems like the top priority right now of Valiant is to bail out of it. We have the dash out, we have the cars, and we're gonna get out of it. But we're still gonna be seeing some guys of MGS. But what we'll do, we'll just be getting out of here. But seems like Evil is gonna be getting a knockout, but no worries for them. They can just watch again from up ahead on the hillside, and they can just watch over everyone. Total of 6 teams left with what we have. But here it is, the clash talaga. Napaka-aggressive ng mga taga-HAU. They want to wipe out this. A 3v4 is what we have. But seems like they won't be able to revive Evil as Hyperion Blast is just gonna go down. Who's gonna be next? We still have Suicide Genius trying to fight against these 3 guys. But seems like these 3, they're just really into it as it's gonna be going down. And there's just one left. That's going to be Nitro himself. Goes for a revive. But as the guys of HAU gonna be pushing in, will this be a big survival for the side of MGS, or will this be over? Because these guys sa HAU, they already have a total of 12 kills.
So many. They're just absolutely there by the dozen. And Too Easy will be hiding already. Liam though trying to search on the round one more time. And it's just all about the confirmation here. Shot after shot. Liam now catching at Fetus 13 even for his squad. And no, running on. May running man, no? May running man lang out in the open! And this is the one series you're not gonna be watching here. Liam making sure that's another kill here. 14 already. Too Easy Evil and Co. Still around the UAC right in front of him. But the Frosty UAC just gonna be still the cover. Smoke will be there as well. And it does feel like there are 2 squads right beside each other as the team that's gone camping P-Boy and Kaswad over onto the east side. So 5 teams na natitira dito. Supply crate though on the west side of the next circle. And it's all about the run on in. But the gatekeep might be true from the green squad. And here we have it! The nade for the confirmation! And Yumi with a toss of the century to wipe out the opposition. 17 kills na dito para sa kanila.
These guys are just collecting kills like how they collect a lot of team things in game. So make sure guys to just open your PUBG Mobile. But here it is. Marami talagang bakbakan. Pero don't tell me they already eliminated almost half of what we have for all of the squads. But we still have Dancy. We still have some teams right here that's still complete. And it's going to be the guys coming from the Holy Child's Academy. And maybe they can still get the winner chicken dinner. But momentum-wise, we still have HAU up for it. Imagine, sabi nila, kahit hindi kami kompleto, as long as we're 3 and we're still really doing it, we're really fighting for that win, we can still get that chicken dinner up ahead. But speaking of, they're just gonna be looting. Advantage when it comes to the drop. Some level 3s that we have right through. But as for the other teams, how will they position themselves? Because as you can see, the only team that's inside the circle is going to be the guys from HAU, and they can just gatekeep everyone alongside with them.
Yeah, alongside them indeed, and Yumi now crawling on around 4 squads remaining, but Sol again catching out Kaiser indeed. And for now, we do have at least them on the high ground. Again, just the positioning here from a 3-man squad is already looking absolutely incredible. And Yumi, of course, looking to add a little bit more to this equation as the shots do come from Valiant Esports. Yumi having back on away. Immediately, though, that guys are going to go on down to the hand of Solid. It's even more control. 3 squads na natitira. We are just watching the Valiant Esports dominate the battlefield overall. And as Liam will notice, the Dancian squad have brought in the cars, the vehicles, all the way from the important spot to school. It's going to be a little difficult here for QTWA to try and get on the way because they might be sight lines there. But at least we have the team already of HCA in position to try and contest. They have 3 kills. We watched them a while ago in that school apartments duel. Actually win out against their opponents over at Mustang Esports. But Liam and Sol still alive here. Yumi has been caught. Pero wala talaga. Tingnan mo yung skills na nila Ray Ray. Wala nang makahabol talaga dito no matter what. They're gonna be topping the scoreboard whether or not they get the chicken dinner. But I think right now it's all about whatever kind of gravy they can add onto this equation. If they can get the points for the placement, Liam though gonna get down already. It's gonna be Cutie now with the covering fire, and this might be finally the rampage here of Valiant Esports going down in flames.
But speaking of the guys of what, we still have a complete squad here, and it's going to be PGD and 7HCA from Holy Child's Academy. And they're just waiting because they still have that zone advantage and they have the trees, they have those covers. But as the guys of HAU goes for a revive, they still have a lot of time left. Will they be able to set up those smokes just to be able to grab that win against the guys of Holy Child's Academy? But seems like they're just gonna be revolving around the trees, using that as a good cover for advantage. And we have Cutie. He spots on one, but seems like Finesse. Liam still have the advantage together with his teammate Sol, and they're doing it. They're gonna be aggressive, but we still have LPE. We still have the guys that talagang sinisiksik talaga sila right ahead, and that's going to be Pirate Esports. But knowing that we still have 7 alive, and the zone is gonna be closing right through, will Taka be able to manifest it as he'll be able to get that good knockout, and it's just going to be Sol versus him. But will Sol actually see him right through, because it's just gonna be fired over? But oh no, he's still be able to get that. But while the zone is gonna be closing in, the guys of course, Holy Child's Academy is just waiting for them to come in, and still they'll be able to get that winner chicken dinner with a total of 5 kills.
Patience is a virtue, and Holy Child's Academy has made it happen to get that chicken dinner. Around 5 kills to their name. Second place there for the last remaining member of Pirates Esports with the 4 kills overall. But really, 90 takedowns, third place. We know who's getting the most points here. Coming into after the first map, it's Valiant Esports finishing in the top 3 of the placements, but top 1 with the takedowns, and overall a few kills here and there, so we can tally up the points real quick. But that was, I'd say that was quite a spectacle to watch. Parang pinakita sa atin ng Valiant Esports paano manalo sa lobby, basically. They didn't get the win, but they got so many squads along the way. You still gotta give props, though, for HCA. The
That's
patience,
true,
the
because
timing
it's
for the
just gonna be
rotation.
fired over.
We were
But
talking
oh
about some of
no!
these squads right
That
now.
seems
Biglang
like they're just
okay
gonna be
positioning ang habol
revolving
nila.
around the
And as
trees,
soon as Holy Child's
using that
Academy
as a
was
good
able to
cover
win
for
out the duel that
advantage.
were
And
contested, the
we
drops on
have
the
Cutie.
contested where
He
they
spots
were
on
nearby.
one, but seems
That
like
is when they
Finesse.
just
Liam still have
decided
the
to disappear
advantage.
off the
Think
face of
kills,
the earth.
like
Parang
how
biglang,
they
ay, disappear na.
collect
Wala
a
na lang,
lot
bigla
of
na ganun. And
things
from that
in
point
game.
on,
So make
they
sure, guys,
played for the zone,
to
they played
just
for the
open your
circle,
PUBG
and they
Mobile. But
stayed
here it
away
is.
against the
Marami
rampage that
talagang
was
bakbakan.
being brought
Pero
onto the
don't
server
tell
by
me they
Valiant
already
Esports for today.
eliminated almost.
Here, shot after
You know
shot.
what
Liam
they
now
just did
catching
is
as Vetus
that
13
okay,
even
let's just be
for his
aggressive. But
squad.
sometimes
And
on
oh
the
no,
last few
running on.
phases of the zone,
May running man,
it's
no?
not
May
gonna
running
work
man
out
lang out in
anymore.
the
And
open!
all of the
And
zone
this is the
itself,
one
it
series
seems
you're not
like
gonna be
sobra
watching
talaga
here.
swerte
Liam
ng
make
Holy
Korean
Child's
Bash is
Academy.
gonna go
Kanina
down.
pa
Who's
pabor
gonna
sa
be
kanilang
next?
zone.
Still have
But let's
Stu
be
Saijin.
real,
He's
kills
trying to fight
wise
against
talaga,
these three
topping
guys.
the
But
leaderboards
seems
in the
like
very
these
first
three,
game.
they're
It's
just
just gonna
really
be
into it
onto the
as it's
side
gonna
of
be going
HAU.
down.
Not
And
bad
there's
for
still
LP, not
ice at the back of
bad
his head. Or
for the
the
guys of the
Spidey sense.
Pirates. Still getting that the second place, actually gatekeeping also the guys. He just burst right through. He gate kept the guys of HAU. He was able to get that, and now we still have the guys of course, Holy Child's Academy still getting that winner chicken dinner. But speaking of, if you want to get more of that chicken dinner, of course, just stay tuned and play Spider-Man in game and PUBG Mobile with this spectacular collaboration, as what we can see right now here in our screens.
You know it all already. And thing is, guys, if you want to bring esports to your school, the AcadArena Alliance program is here for you. Alliance member clubs get access to our exclusive tournaments, mentorship, event support, and of course, the AcadArena Scholarship, aid, and power-ups. Learn how to join the Alliance today at acadarena.com/alliance and get updates by liking and following AcadArena on fb.com/AcadArena. GG. Solid first game in all honesty. And there were some moments, some moments I'll remember. Probably we might see them on the AA TikTok as well. Because if you love memes, gameplay, and other student life videos, check out AcadArena on TikTok. Follow at AcadArena if you are part of our first 1,000 followers. You'll get a chance to win some of our weekly giveaways. Post a tweet with the hashtag AA TikTok giveaway to make your entry count. And I think right now, I'm just wondering how the scoreboard will align. But we'll find out later on as we're going to be going for the break. My Dax here, alongside Ray Ray. You guys are watching the AcadArena Campus Clash Invitational. We'll be right back for our next map in just a bit. Oh,
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 what?
what?
He could have.
Roro? Roro?
What are they doing?
Roro, that's how you do that. But guarantee.
HAU really standing up to their name. And speaking of, we still have here. Oh no, Roro gonna get a kill already. Gonna be confirming one.
Man advantage, and the seat is just basically stuck here. Labas nga dyan. Sige, talon uno-uno. The seat, will you find a angle in the first place to get that takedown? He does have the Thompson, but he gets seen. Now healing on up, but the chase is on. The aggression is here, and someone is knocking on their doorstep, but he will show us how it's done, teaching us immediately how to spray someone down with the burst fire of the M16. And rivalry on the ground, gonna get confirmed here by Lars well, and that's gonna be a good kill to start things off with Team 12, which is
Guys, squad wipe. I think they're just playing duo. That's why this team was able to pin them down. But speaking of, no one went to Snov Camille base, which is kind of weird because these teams, you're gonna be I'll be able to manifest it as he'll be able to get that good knockout, and it's just going to be Sol versus him. But will Sol actually see him right through because it's just gonna be fired over? But oh no! That seems like they're just gonna be revolving around the trees, using that as a good cover for advantage. And we have Cutie. He spots on one, but seems like Finesse, Liam still have the advantage. Think kills, like how they collect a lot of team things in game. So make sure, guys, to just open your PUBG Mobile. But here it is. Marami talagang bakbakan. Pero don't tell me they already eliminated almost.
Here, shot after shot. Liam now catching at Fetus 13 even for his squad. And no, running on. May running man, no? May running man lang out in the open! And this is one series you're not gonna be watching here. Liam make
Period Blast is just gonna go down. Who's gonna be next? We still have Suicide Genius trying to fight against these three guys, but seems like this three, they're just really into it as it's gonna be going down. And there's
had eyes at the back of his head, or the Spidey Spence of Liam is tingling. Siya talaga itong tunay na gagambol dito eh. But on the prone already, watching out on the other side of the river. Heal cool. Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth 2. guys! Welcome back to the AcadArena Campus Clash Invitational. Pakaway-kaway ka pa dyan. Ang galing, oh. Wow, masaya pa. But we are back. My name is Dax, and I'm here with Ray. Ray, dude, I didn't even have the tempo right. I have no sense of tempo whatsoever. But you know who set the tempo of that last game, Ray? It was Valiant Esports, the three-man squad with all the kill points in the world. But unfortunately for them, they were not the ones on the dining table. Instead, the chicken dinner went to Holy Child's Academy instead. So those two squads, looking forward to what they're going to be doing into the next one here, Riri. Kasi lipat na tayo map from Erangel na surprisingly, there was a lot of running. Buti na lang, we go into something smaller because we're moving into Sandhawk next.
Oh, Sanhok, so small yet so complicated that we have, and all of the teams, well, just basing around Erangel, they didn't use the vehicles. Instead, they just went around and walk around Erangel, which is something that you need to do when you go into Sanhok. And don't tell me that just like how Erangel, what happened to the teams, a lot of them went to Rozok and school. Maybe this is the time where they can just clash against each other in bootcamp, and those are the things that I'm quite excited, especially to these teams. Are we gonna be seeing them just clashing around each other around bootcamp, or we also have the Paradise Resort as a thing that they can just go up against each other? But here it is. We're gonna be starting already in Sanok. I have a lot of expectations about them, but I know you guys are finding for the scoreboard, but don't worry, we're gonna be showing that to you guys anytime soon. But as of now, our topmost priority is just here in Sanok. And earlier on, maybe will the teams be actually pretty confident getting that momentum coming from Erangel, or will Sanok be a different type of pacing again? Once again, will HAU get a lot of frags as what they did earlier, or here in Sanhok it's much more complicated because all of the teams, they will be pushed to their limits as they need to be aggressive really.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to maybe some of these teams to pick it up a little bit more. Perhaps the squad of TFX Club to find a little bit more done. You know, Teletubbies, they have great names, but we haven't seen the great team as of yet, so it might be their time to shine. Pirate Esports, though, they were sneaky to get that second place when Annie was not okay getting down early on. And you know, scoreboard na tayo. There we have it here. The math checks out. Kaya matagal guys kasi nahihirapan kami. But 29 points for Valiant Esports. Kami has the casters, the production, they're very quick at this. HCA there with 20 points. Pirate Esports third with 16 total. And MGS making sure that the top 4 spot is theirs for 13. TUP Gears Cruise though with 8 points. Kali Basib does get 6. Lolo Gang with 4. Mustang Esports with 1 alongside Malayan Warlocks, Pylon Kitsune, Valiant Esports, Teletubbies, and Club Digital Dinosaurs. The only one with an egg at the very end. But we'll see if they can hatch a bit of a plan here as we get back into our second map of the day. Immediately, flight path here, Ray. Going over to the northeast side. And ano na to? Ito naman sa Sanok eh. Everywhere you can go to, but immediately, I would be surprised if many of these teams just stick around all the way to Nakam and more.
Because of that, we won't be seeing some bootcamp action right away, but maybe some around Painan. But this is what I'm talking about. Usually, when you have this type of flight path, a lot of teams is going to be scattering themselves around, of course, Camp Charlie. But there's no one going into boot camp. Instead, we're gonna be having this big pool party around Paradise Resort, and this is quite. I'm so shocked. Usually, they all know that boot camp, but you know the reverse psychology sometimes, guys. Okay, maybe there's some teams dropping around boot camp, so let's not go in boot camp. And a lot of them didn't go to boot camp at all. Just like what happened earlier, no one went to Pachinki. Instead, they went to school. But I think knowing that some of them are just playing some duos, they'll really be just around the scattered areas. But we have Stu Saijin. Yep, it's still this guy. So unfortunately, it has been a good rotation for them. They have that a good hold around the compound, but won't be able to get some kills since HAU got the KS earlier on. But seems like Lufa, we have a Lufa together, of course, with his teammates. They're at the early drop around Camp Charlie. Will they be able to get those security when it comes to the early frags? Or no? That's what we need to do as he's just going to be cooking some grenades. But as for the other teams, they're just lurking around some with their M4s.
Yeah, working around indeed, and this is just gonna be the camp battle immediately. EOS now running on around, looking for at least a place to go. May pansya dito. If he throws it on someone and gets a kill, I am gonna freak out. But now the Uzi gonna be out and about. But he's already downed immediately by his opponent, crawling on back on the inside. Lufa though trying to just sponge up the bullets immediately, but Percival finding their teammate instead. And Lalamp now running on in at the very least, trying to get in position. Konting loot na muna dito here for EOS and Co. But he's the one on the ground. The push is really here, Ray. And that's Hallie's running into the bullets as well. Lumabas ka ng pintuan, mababaril ka agad sa mukha mo. That is just so unfortunate. And Jake the dog, where's your gun? Jake, no adventure time for you again. Wala talaga, no gun, no fun. Leila making that shotgun work. Yumi also with the QB and this is gonna be painful. This is, kung may judge sa ibang bang-bang, ito na dito sa PUBG Mobile. Lamp wipes out the squad and it's 4 kills for his team.
Oh, so much potential sana sa TFX Club, but if you don't have enough guns, of course, it might be impossible. But seems like HAU, they're already 4! They're complete! And seems like they'll be able to secure the last guy up ahead. And this is it. We only have 12 guys, 12 teams rather, around Sandhawk. And alam mo kanina, 3 lang sila. Pero ngayon kaya na-4 na sila. I think this is going to be crazy for this team as it's just gonna be adding a lot of firepower for them. But seems like our circle is gonna end up in ruins or in Camp Alpha. Let's switch for that. But for the teams, where are they? They're just on the eastern part of the map. A lot of journey for them to come into boot camp and to get around the ruins. But there's just actually 2 squads who's inside the circle and the rest are around on the Mongmai itself. A lot of teams are really scattered and knowing that it's Sandhawk, they're quite afraid to be part of, those compounds included in the flight path. I kind of understand it. But speaking of, have you seen already Spider-Man No Way Home? So make sure to watch it, of course, in theaters. But if you haven't watched it in theaters yet, well, we have PUBG Mobile bringing the Spider-Man No Way Home action in you in-game. So make sure to install PUBG Mobile and play, of course, PUBG Mobile X Spider-Man.
Yeah, don't forget that everyone's favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is coming to PUBG Mobile. Spider-Man will be swinging into the action January 15th today, so be sure to log in and try out the new game mode, win rewards, and other exciting new features. But fine on swimming on by here at, well, Marzumi and Kaisar, may moped sila eh. Nag-driving lang magkasama. A little bit of a duo action here. Shotgun Anta ready yet again. We do still have the ACAM here also. So they have a lot of damage potential as a duo. And we'll see if they can actually find anyone here as they move into the water. So may swimming portion muna tayo sa contest natin dito sa Sanok. Important yan. Para just keep swimming. Depende sa circle yun eh. And I won't be surprised if suddenly may Marimar moment dito, Ray eh. Kasi bigla na lang may aahon galing sa ilog, may aahon at biglang mag-play ng peekaboo, then that might be the chance for some of the teams to even get a better placement for a map like this eh.
Yeah, baka magkagulatan sila later on, but seems like Suicide in the gang, they're still alive. You know what? We still have si Nitro coming from. I'm not sure if this is his clan, One Shot or I Shot. Sorry, he has the same name as one of the professional players in the actual circuit. But on the other side, we can see here CJ, and they've been really good guys to play with. Of course, they won't be able to get some of what we've seen earlier, but hopefully ngayong Sanhok naman, makakabawi sila kahit paano.
Bawi talaga, and for now, at the very least, Sol and Kodo complete now. Valiant Esports can be a scary squad to watch out for. And they immediately get some of the rivals in the position. Too easy evil, driving on the way. Coach dito Sanok, a little dangerous, honestly, because it has so much potential to blow up in your face and to get blown up by the teams in these Bahay Kubos right now. But at the very least, CJ here and Dorsey, team we haven't seen too much of a while ago. Happy to see them here now. And it does feel like more to their end. We'll find out if who can actually get some of these takedowns as digital dinosaurs. They're hungry for a point, but who has all of them? It has to be Shanti and his squad. It's still Valiant who we have to watch out for. Pero nangyari kay Bran? Nangyari kay Saints? What happened here as there is a team knocking in front of their doorstep? Vector gameplay immediately from Rivalry and the crew. And here we go. Yet again, the aggression right now from the side of Rivalry and Co. And this is Mustang Esports making sure that they get the kills, they get the takedowns. A squad by 4 them 4 on the board for Mustang Esports here, Ray Ray.
Really, 11 squads up ahead. And these teams, kanina para nakita mo pa yung halong kabay sa Erangel. Pero they're quite confident, but speaking of, when you're too much of that confidence that we have, some teams will just be capitalizing on that, living you up ahead. And speaking of, there's some tiered knockouts, but will Nitro be able to get that, of course, with him being aggressive with that UMP 45? He tries to look into, he still gets the shot, and now we only have one last guy for Team 5, and this is quite unfortunate from them. And now all of these guys, will they be able to survive still? Knowing that this guy's coming in from University of Rizal, the digital dinosaurs, Neko Neko Ni, and knowing that you already have Mortar there, knowing that he's just low on HP, will this guys be wiped out already on the early parts of the game? Kasi sila nag-iipon na din kagad ng kills sa Lestu Saijin and the gang from Mapua University.
As we find the takedowns there, 3 na nga as they get the confirmation. And they're just happy there. Look at the aggression though. Through the rock, biglang sinide-swipe na lang, banggang-bangga lang with the hard aggression. And as we see the Seat and Co now trying to climb through the caves even, it does feel like that many of the teams that are playing the hard aggress right now, ito yung magkikita-kita mamaya. Ngayon, hanap lang kung sino maaaway nila. Hanap muna kung sino magiging biktima. And we got Shanti here at the very least. Just running up this hill. There is Mortradir though, the lone survivor of his squad, hiding gapang gameplay at its finest. It's just a little bit of the snake action right now. And Mortradir, you have to be careful if digital dinosaurs do not want to go extinct right now. He has to hide away from the rampage that is HAU today. Stu Sayajin though, mukhang nag-booking sila dito sa Paradise Resort and it does feel like there's no reception, but they will take the rooms, take the loot, and take their time to stay away from the fight and get the gear that they want first.
This is really big from all of the teams, but knowing that there's only 35 left, and we're still what? On the first zone. On the first phase, guys. This is really quite unfortunate for the other teams, but you know what? It's still the gameplays that I'm so excited to see. But here it is, the guys of HAU, they're on their way to, of course, go up against other teams. And speaking of, one of them is going to be going on the knockouts against the guys of MGS. And here it is, knowing na talaga napakalaki ng firepower potential ng team na to. They're already getting a total of 6 kills. And MGS, what will happen to them? They'll be pushed away and going out and bailing out of the situation against the guys of HAU. And that's really smart of them to do, knowing that they got 3 kills, yes. But knowing that there's only 2 of them left, they need to hide around Paradise Resort. But it will take a lot of time since the zone is not inside the Paradise Resort. So they need to, of course, make it work for them. But oh no, where are you actually looking? Sean goes, of course, and he gets knocked. And yun na nga sinasabi ko, when you're not aware of where your enemies are, you're just gonna get pinned down one by one.
On just on the outside right, cannot even fight whatsoever. Shanti though, oh, that's easy tracking on the outside. Another wipe here for HAU. And another one. And another one. Another one. Another one with the Cito. Another one fighting immediately. Down on the ground immediately. The chase is on. The siege is here. And the Cito gonna get dropped also. Rivalry, the only one left for his squad. We still have high ground here. Advantage for the 2. And Roro making sure that the UMP can get the value in the first place. Running on the way right now. Looking to get in position. It's a standoff immediately as Roro decided to roll your push. And the
Oh no, here it is. Oh yeah, they got it. They still got it! Oh!
still got it.
The Pirates, they want to push through. But what happened there? Like some little bit of those aggressiveness talaga. Sometimes you don't do that. You need to throw out first those grenades coming right through. When you have that instant replay, big clutch coming in from the guys of Mustang Esports. Wow, Mustang Esports. Like Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist. Okay. Wrong Mustang. But here it is. Here we go. A lot of teams, they're still not around the center side of the circle. And it's really quite unfortunate to see them right now as they want to go inside. But no one's at ruins yet. All of them are around the areas of boot camp, around Camp Charlie. Around Nakam, quite complicated for them to have this real long journey, but maybe we're gonna be able to see some of those gatekeeping power. Maybe because these teams, maybe 4 to 5 teams, are just gonna be throwing themselves at bootcamp.
Now, well, at the very least, a circle gonna be pretty interesting. Nakam, bootcamp. Wala talaga eh. Southwest side no Ray what we're seeing for now for these squads.
Yeah. More of them is really around the areas. But as for bootcamp, what will happen? We have 4 to 5 squads around the area. And will they be able to just get this around bootcamp? Will there be a team to get this right through? But speaking of, guys, here's the battle pack action that we have for PUBG Mobile X Spider-Man. And speaking of if you haven't watched the movie yet, well, you have that collaboration with PUBG Mobile and Spider-Man No Way Home. So just make sure to check out the latest update, the latest patch in PUBG Mobile, and see the battleground action. But speaking of, the
Ito na.
buggy is not gonna be working anymore. But eto na talaga sa side ng HAU, total of 9 kills, and they're so far the top fragging team, and they just want to wipe out the guys of Meraki and the gang.
Oh, but now, knife out talaga. Replay again of those vehicle moments gone wrong. But this might go right here for Shanti and squad as they have a bit of a standoff here on the other side of boot camp. Shanti, though, looking for Kyuku as much as possible. Meraki already going over to the high ground. And the flank potential here for Sol and Yumi might help out immensely for what Valiant wants to do. But the nade is perfect. And that is going to be one down on the ground immediately. Push is going to be real. 9 kills here for the side of Valiant. And they're hungry for more. But there's going to be a spot here from Ashanti fighting against this opposition right in front of him. Swapping onto the guns. Prone muna dyan! And that's going to be Como Astula. Como Tupe. Wala talaga. He falls on down to the ground. And how are you indeed? As Yumi is there knocking on their doorstep as well. Kyo now on the left-hand side. Might be seen here going pushing and trying to go for the res. But it's little too late as Valiant again. It's another squad wipe. It's another set of kills, Ray Ray. At ano ba to? Speed run for the world record. Is this what they're gonna try to do here at the CCI? Because they have 13 takedowns already.
And adding up to their 19 kills, will this be another new record for them? Okay, they're making records right now. They want to make history. And a total of 13 kills is equivalent for 3 squads plus a bonus one. Oh, rather, they already removed 4 squads. So that's pretty big for them. But on the other side, when they are far too aggressive, a lot of teams can just capitalize on how aggressive they are. So they need to be careful at the same time to get that chicken dinner. But speaking of, when we've seen 4 teams around bootcamp, where are the other guys? And speaking of, we still have more the deer just around the areas, taking those loots, playing it passively and getting that vehicle. Maybe you need to get that first. But while that, he uses the scar just to be able to at least get some information where his enemies are. I'm telling you right now, Mortar there, that you don't have enemies already around Camp Alpha. All of them just went straight to boot camp. Boot camp, go what? Your ano lang, naka-slide lang sa fingers mo eh. Kasi this is not a PC game, of course. This is a mobile game. So you just go and slide your thumbs just to be able to get that the straight shot coming in from your, of course, how you want to go with your with your lakad. Syempre, papunta sa bootcamp.
Ito lang yan, all the evil that surrounds me, defend me. Yun na lang talaga. Mapapatasal ka na kasi Mochadir ka. But Shanti, down on the ground, actually gonna get tagged there. And Sol might try to at least go for the rescue. They're leaving bootcamp already to go back to their teammate here. And they want to go for the high ground as much as possible as well. But leave him now. Sprinting, might see one immediately out in the open. And Lord Yongski, he's gonna get hit in the scoreboard already down on the ground here for the opposition. And Lee him now noticing that Lalamp and Co are gonna be around just to die immediately. Sniped up, taken down. And that's another one here for Valiant. Again, the Valiant paint train. Tuloy-tuloy lang talaga eh. No stops whatsoever in any kind of station. Whether it's Erangel, whether it's Sandhawk, it's the same kind of dominance we see from them.
Yeah, these guys, what was their warm-up routine? Nanalo pa sila sa TDM? Sunod-sunod? Or not? Those are the questions that we need to ask them later on if they're gonna be winning this. But it's too, of course, it's too early to say that because we still have the guys of the second gang coming in from Mustang Esports. They're keeping up with the kills. They have already a total of 8, eliminating 2 squads at least. But knowing that we only have 6 guys left and they're losing at least one guy, maybe a lot of teams still have that bigger advantage against them. But we need to take a look at it because the perspective, maybe they can still get it. But as for teammate, oh, here we have TGR. The comment sec, they're fighting for the guys of Teletubbies. And yeah, we have Jumbo Sausage. We
Yeah.
still
We
have
found him.
Nevir Hannah.
Navier Hana. Nirvana meet Navier Hana. And then may Sato Rizal and Zaphirex. The great names. Kung may laban ng best names dito sa server, wala talaga. Jumbo Sausage and Co. Number one. But if they want to be number one here, they
Magagalit
need
talaga sa inyo si Benavides.
kung may Tio, ayaw nga pala, alumni ka nga pala. Yung taga-Uste. Alam na alam. So,
Ah,
pag guys, pinapanood kayo ng senior nyo, nako,
senior.
masusumbong sa
I'm not that old, Dax. You're older than
class
me.
class of 76.
What? Don't reveal my age, you know?
Oh,
No, I'm
age
just
age reveal.
Oh,
Lala.
wait,
Oh,
who got the zone right now? The guys of AJ.
oh, wow, what a surprise.
And the hardship itself. I really hate the hardships in PUBG Mobile. It's really complicated. You know what? You're gonna be settling around ruins thinking that, hey, maybe the zone is gonna be centering around us. But you know what? PUBG Mobile will be telling you that, hey, no way.
No,
It's gonna be
no.
centering around the ruins. It's going to be around bootcamp, around the south side of bootcamp, and that's how HAU can just manifest their power later on. But as for the other squads, they need to run going into bootcamp that they only have 17 seconds left and they're quite far from it.
Yeah, just casual prank right there. And for now, at least, Zapharex can be running here. Motradir. Kanina pa siya gumagapang, Ray Ray. Every time we see Motradir, he is on the ground, just face on the soil itself. Parang isa siyang punong gumagalaw talaga eh. Sudo what? And Marzumi and Kaizar. Also, Duo still alive here for the top 6. It does feel like some of these teams right now playing for that place that's making sure na buhay pa rin naman sila dito sa labanan na to. Sato Rizaldo, at the very least, can he actually peek things out? Does have the scope available. But beyond that, it's still the Teletubbies. No, they're on the same line. If they look left, they will see Marzumi. Might be awkward here kung magkita-kita sila dito. But for now, guys, don't forget, everyone's favorite neighborhood. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man coming to PUBG Mobile, but you know who's coming here? Apparently, it's the four-man squad looking to get in position, but Xavier Hana will not get in their piece whatsoever as Kaizar and Marzumi will work hand in hand to get that takedown, to get the confirmation, and that's gonna be a big surprise here to the Teletubbies. Kumakanta na sila. So I've got la 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 la, stay here by the wall. No way. They got seen and they got pretty much lassoed immediately. The poison pill ng dalawa dyan bigla. And this might be a chance, actually, for the Teletubbies to get the revenge and to fight against Kaizar as well as Marzumi there on the other side.
Hey, remember, these guys are two-man squad from TUP, from the Gearhawk side. And they're going up against a four-man squad, now three. That's going to be a big gatekeeping power what we have right now for Marzumi and Kaiser's side. Or still, the guys of TGR will be able to survive that. But remember, the zone is really putting a toll on the players themselves. You know, they need to cross, they need to get inside. But as for the guys of Mustang, they're still alive. There's still three of them. Maybe a good contender against HAU. But if it's going to be an HAU once again, guys, please give these guys a good professional scene already. They know how they go around the circle and they already know their gameplay. So that's going to be big one. But speaking of, it's just going to be around bootcamp. It went back to bootcamp. This is so unfair for the other teams.
This is me swallowing my pride standing here by
Oh, now you
bootcamp.
listen to
Oh,
Taylor
oy.
Swift. Wow, wow. Yeah.
Sorry, sorry, lumabas. Ang aking Taylor, at kung may Taylor version, may Daxton Ray version. Boom. Yun yung Tagalog dub eh. May Tagalog dub tayo. But, oh, Jumbo Sausage! Are you going back to heaven, good sir? Ama namin. Amen. Jumbo Sausage now. He is gonna be resting in peace. The angels have already brought him back to the fold, and Zafarex, his fire has been snuffed out immediately. As of course, the ones on fire, Shanti and the rest of Valiant Esports, looking down on the opposition in quite the most literal fashion. Decito trying to be sneaky. Tumatakbo nga sila. They're trying to stay away from the rampage that is HAU. And this might be some sneaky gameplay here from DS and Co. This might be the perfect chance, honestly, for their team to get in position in the seat right now, making sure that Mustang Esports still alive here, but that's Sato Rizal getting needed, getting pressured. The seat right now gonna get eaten by the blue zone as well, and they're looking to cross, they're looking to climb. Lusto already on the floor, and at the very least, Mustang Esports makakaclimb dito, but then again, the circle is still so far off, they need to get past Shanti and Co. This is the ultimate gatekeep of ultimate destiny, and Shanti is the one to watch out for. 18 takedowns already. Shanti though gonna get dropped after the over-aggression, and Valiant Esports will lose one, but the damage has been done against all the other teams. Solo right now looking around for even more to come this way. And bootcamp, it's a place to be for many of these squads, but there is no getting past HAU at all here, Ray Ray, as rivalry goes down even.
Oh, this is quite unfortunate for the Mustang. But the seed as the last guy will be pinned off by Sol, and they're breaking records right now. 19 kills early in Erangel, but they'll be able to get at least 20 this time around, knowing that there's just going to be last two guys left, and it's going to be the Stu Saijin. He's gonna go down, and there's just Nitro. Maybe he'll gonna go for a clutch, maybe, or is this going to be the HAU
2v1
win that we're looking forward with? But here it is, Nitro. Nitro name, very familiar. And I've heard this the king of clutches. And will that be the same as how Nitro wants to do this for his team?
Yeah, 2v1 scenario though, as 2 Saiyajin is beyond any help if he can't get res. But Nitro, he's running for the circle, jumping on around, and using that altitude to thrust him even further in position. Prone muna dyan, good gatekeeping so far, good decision making even. And as Sol and Yumi are searching for the targets, Yumi! That's no zoomies you want to go on through. And the cat is out of the bag, Nitro is here to play and slay. Now then, he's gonna be the only one left versus Sol. 1v1 scenario, MGS on one side, it's gonna be HAU on the other, a rivalry we've seen in many a game here in the AcadArena. But Sol and his team has gotten 20 takedowns already, make that 21 even, and they just want to feel 22 if they can get this chicken dinner. But the spray is through Sol right now. The run on the way. Nitro in the meantime, just zooming on in, quickly getting to the 3. Standoff, puno y puno, mano y mano. Naghihintay, and there we go with the nade though. Does that force Sol out in the first place? The push is real, the SMG is there, and this will be the win for Nitro as MGS has brought out the ace in the hole, and his name is Nitro. 9 takedowns for Mapua, but still the 22 for Valiant Esports. No chicken dinner, only the second place, but that is still the kill points to remember. What a top 2 we have here.
In what game? It came from a 2v3. Now they trimmed it to the guys of HAU. We all thought that's going to be an HAU win already. But seems like every time that it's a PUBG Mobile game, and every time that we have that name Nitro in it, he's gonna get that clutch potential, finishing it out good. But still, good game well played for the guys of HAU. It's still 22 kills we're talking about. They're breaking records right now for this team. But onto the side of how Nitro did it, it's really quite smart for him to do that. He cooked the grenade, plus he had that HP advantage, and he just able to just swipe it out. and tell him that I'll still be getting that chicken dinner win. Imagine he didn't use the ADS. He just used his crosshair. He just followed right through when Yumi is out in the open, and he just killed him out. But as for the seat, could have been a great win also for this team. But unfortunately, they weren't able to do that because HAU is just gonna be gatekeeping everyone on their side. But looking at it, Dax, I have no words for this team. Alam mo, unfortunate for sa HAU side, they haven't got the chicken dinner or the big potential for them since they're part of the zone. But the clutch potential talaga. Congratulations to you, MGS.
Eto lang yan. For Valiant Esports, I think the question right now is, do they even need the chicken dinners to top that leaderboard? Great effort also from Mustang Esports making it to that top 3, and STI proving really they can play with the big guns, and at the very least, make those smart decision-making moments actually happen as they navigated on the other side of that hill. But guys, don't forget that AcadArena recently launched its newest cycle of scholarships that are open to all student gamers. If you have siblings, cousins, or friends who are in senior high school and college, they could apply for a scholarship grant. Simply visit acadarena.com/scholarships and get the chance to be an Acad Arena scholar. That game though. That game was just, I feel, really hotly contested in that last circle. May pagka sobrang pagkalason na though ng Valiant. They were way too long on the outside, too eager for the kills. If they didn't just do that, they might have gotten that chicken dinner. But the 22 takedowns, it's still unforgettable that you take, kung hindi nga kompleto yung lobby, diba? So it's around 40 plus players. They
They
basically get
removed.
almost half.
I
Almost
think they
half.
removed the half.
Oh yeah, no, you're right because
Yeah, they
you
they
minus
removed
them.
half.
Oh, they removed half. Oh my god, what kind of team gets rid of every one out of two opponents? Apparently, it's Valiant Esports. How? How talaga?
Yeah, that's the ratio. 1:4 now. 1:1 squad. But speaking of, we still have a lot of action on the last map itself, which is going to be in Miramar. But we'll just be taking on a short break here in Campus Clash Invitational. I am Ray, and of course, join me here is Dax, and see you guys after the short break. guys, and welcome back here in Campus Clash Invitational. I am Ray, and of course, join me here is Dax. And once again, we've seen a lot of PUBG Mobile action coming in from, of course, the universities that we have right through. And Dax, looks like we're breaking records earlier. We've seen a lot of frags on the first map, second map. We've seen a clutch, and of course, a team that has been fragging so much. But when you take a look at the scoreboards, it's still Valiant Esports that we have a total of 61 total points already.
The 39 Elim points. Says it all. That's 2 maps, guys. 2 maps lang nila ginawa yan. Many teams, even in the global scene, it will take forever to try and get that through. It takes a whole day even sometimes to get that many points. But Valiant Esports, they just do it in a snap of fingers, and they're top one with 61. FGS, though, second place there with 37. Mustang Esports there with 21 for third. HCA with 20 after that first chicken dinner a while ago. Pirate Esports there. And Gears Crews tied with 18 points respectively. Teletubbies as well as Violent Kitsune with 8 and 7 to complete our top 8. In the meantime, though, on the bottom half, we got Kalibase with 7 points as well. Lolo Gang with 5. Digital Dinosaurs there with 4. The Trans Cyber Knights with 2. Siklab with 2. And Malayan Warlocks with 2 points as well. So lahat naman ng teams natin may points ngayon. But you know who has all the points and all the control? It's still Valiant Esports. But as we get now into Miramar, many questions will be asked as we get into this one. Can Valiant Esports wrap it up neatly and become our champion? Can someone mount a comeback akin to the similarity of what HAU has done before so far? And will we see people run in the desert? Because kanina sa Erangel, everyone was running around in the grassy fields and usually you use vehicles. Here in Miramar, it's even bigger. So ang tanong, mag-drive na ba kayo? Or magtatakbo ba kayo dito sa init na to?
You know what, guys? You know what, Dax? Sometimes those without vehicles can actually get that winner chicken eater, and I've seen that. I'm a big witness of it. And the professional team here in our actual qualifiers in the Philippines, I've seen a team that won Miramar without a single vehicle used, and they came from Trumasera and they went all straight up ahead on the open areas of El Pozo. So it's not impossible, but but remember, these guys, of course, we didn't see much of those professional players on the actual PUBG Mobile circuit, but at least we're seeing the potential itself, and that's going to be the guys of HAU. But as for the other teams, maybe this can be a season to just be really all out on the last map, and maybe they can just take over HAU's win. But still, I'm looking forward with how the teams will manifest this type of power that they have, knowing that there's already 51 alive. Oh, there's 51 people.
There's more
Wow.
people now. Let's go. Might as well add a little bit to the equation. But here we have it, flight path going over to the southeast side. We start over at El Pozo. At sakto naman, kung masyadong mainit tong araw na to, Puerto Paraiso, where you can go on vacation, is where we end that flight path in the first place. But let's not forget, real quick, guys, we have to thank our incredible sponsors who have been helping us out. This is Campus Clash Invitational. PUBG Mobile is brought to you by Tencent Games, Krafton, and Lightspeed, and Quantum at Tencent Games Studio. At maaga, paasabog ang handog ng AcadArena Tencent hanggang March. Tuloy-tuloy lang action sa Aces bawat linggo. Kaya register na. At kung gusto nyo ng turn na para sa schools nyo, huwag kalimutan bumoto para mapabilang kayo sa PUBG Etrams Tour. But the tour now through Miramar is upon us. El Pozo, Trailer Park even might have a place to be in for one of these squads, as Deceit and Co. will decide to stay on the west-hand side. Monte Nuevo maybe, Power Grid perhaps, places to go. Pecado, Pachito, Pasito, Despacito. We'll know if they're actually gonna go there in first place. And Los Leones and Co. Maybe the usual spots here, Ray. Tawang-tawa ka talaga eh. The usual spots though in Miramar, we might get some early clashes on, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, look at Pecado. We have three squads. What's up, guys? Earlier, we haven't seen much in Bootcamp and in Pachenki, but in Pecado, we have three squads coming right through. And there's actually someone at Trailer Park. Wow.
Wow. Who goes to Trailer Park? They do, apparently. That's the plan here for the squad of the seat. And it's just, okay, sige. You don't see it too often, but Mustang Esports trying to define meta, pero alam mo, if you say Pochinki, I say Picado. And Picado Wars. Yan yung mangyayari dito. This is gonna be a battle
Yeah.
for some of these squads close by. And I'm really excited to see some web slinging action coming into this game. And let's not forget that, don't forget that everyone's favorites, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, is coming to PUBG Mobile. Spider-Man will be swinging into the action on January 15th today, so be sure to log in, try out the new game mode, win rewards, and other exciting new features. But that being out the way, EOS and Squad might see Yongsky here as well as Karuna and Ventus. But eto na, Boxing Jin, andito si Nerf Mael, and they're just so close to a different team right beside them, Ray Ray. Eto na, arambulan sa Pekado, sapakan na kagad dito sa Miramar.
Gusto mo kaagad ng sapakan sa Miramar?
Sakto eh, ito dito lang, may arena na, di ba? The Coliseum, El Coliseum. Ganun yun.
Oh, wow, you're now speaking a lot of, oh, I don't know, Spanish words or Latin words. I'm not sure because I'm not a good one when it comes to that. I actually just barely passed my Spanish test when I was in college. But
Como
here
es
it
tú?
go. It's so complicated in my Spanish class. But there's just here's the thing about our Spanish class. Everyone of my classmates, they got uno, and I just got 1.25. But he is with shotgun. He's trying to get that. But we still have Meraki. What are these guys gonna do? Are they just gonna be punching each other as like what Dax mentioned earlier on? But will Jake the dog get this? Jake the dog, you make the move. You have the vector. You have the SMG. What are you doing? You're just gonna let these guys run away from you?
Yeah, I mercy. Apparently,
Wow.
bite. Hello? They're running. They ran away. Ray! What? Tinakbo! Okay. May plano. Yeah, may nagko-communicate sila, nag-uusap-usap sila.
Are they having that? Oh my god.
Ano to? Ano to? This is some like Squid Game stuff. They let them be and they'll hunt them down later? Is that the plan? Okay, sige, mamaya na yan. Pekado muna tayo dito. Nerf Mael and Squad looking on around. We do get it down already. 50 people left. And this is just perfect here as Dyoku and Squad right now going for the engage. We do have Lucno on the ground. It's already patched already down on the ground. At ito na lang si MDL Lingo. I kind of feel like I might say it in another way, pero parang bawal sabihin.
You don't want to,
Okay,
you don't
may
want to
naisip
lose
ako
our
eh.
job.
May naisip ako bigla, pero sige, wag na nga. Sige, si Jokku, ano na plano? Low now, teammates na daw dito. Ray at standoff na naman, no? So dangerous for these two squads.
But they're just gonna be going for that reset. Reviving. That's the key to winning PUBG Mobile, you know. We don't have the carry system here. But looks like the Pratatot works! The Pratatot meta works! They have 249. He gets it. And you only have that win 94. Will you be able to survive that? Will this be possible of a win? But knowing that he's just low on HP.
Win
they
the
win!
win!
The
Win
win!
the win!
The win!
Win 94! Isipin mo, win 94 at S16 ba to or something like that. The shotgun and the lever action. Getting the dub? Where do you see that? Dito lang, sa Campus Clash Invitational. My eyes have been opened, Ray. This is one of the best PUBG Mobile matches I've ever seen in the
This is
history.
way better than the Pro Scene.
Di ba may ginagawa tayo isa pa? Parang pang globe, pang worlds. Pero okay, ito na lang. Mas natutuwa ako dito. Natutuwa ako sa ginagawa ni Annie. Annie, are you okay? You're not okay. Wala.
You don't sing the Michael J.
Oh, hindi naka-moonwalk eh. Wala talaga. Pero may nag-slots. So slots muna dyan for Carl. And the thing is, will Nerfael and his squad actually hit the jackpot if they can actually take down their opponents here, looking on around yet again? This is Pylon Kitsune. We haven't seen too much out of them, and they're already gonna get confirmed. 3 left for Taka and Co. And they do have the high ground, so mukhang pwesto muna dito, Ray, third person, just to see who's coming their way. And at the very least, here for Taka, they're very safe right now on the side of Pirates Esports, and oh, that's gonna be the engagement. Row your boat gently down on the face of the opposition, and that's the confirmation with the UMP.
UMP. It still has the SMG meta is what we have right now. But Roro, he gets it. There's some of his teammates goes for that, of course. Okay, he goes for the refit. But the TBS is quite dangerous. dangerous.
Oh no, run!
Yes, we have a lot of meta. We have the DBS. We have the Win 94. What is up with this, guys? Apollo still gets a clutch. He still gets it. Oh, Apollo with a total of 4 frags.
Well
Getting a
played.
clean wipeout. And ace is what you told earlier.
Pilo and Kitsune. They survive, and Apollo apparently the gods to watch out for. What a play there, surviving the bullets, surviving the shots, and if he's the god of archery, apparently he's using a gun now in this setup. So Pilo and Kitsune, buhay pa dito sila, but let's see what Como Astola and his squad can actually find here. Halley Stowe gonna be nearby. This is gonna be very, very dangerous. Ito na naman si Jake the dog. And Jake, ano na gagawin mo dito, Jake? Can we get the stretch on? It's all about the push here. And he might be able to see their opponents very, very soon. Ito si Parsifal. They might actually find them on the other side. Ay, ito pa yung takbuhan eh. Rire, ito pa yung takbuhan nila eh. Kanina pa sila nakikimarathon sa isa't isa. Ano ba to?
This guys. I'm sure what they want.
Okay. Just to clarify things, guys. This is so these are the two FEUM squads. We got Calibasip on one side and
Oh,
Siklap on the end. I think that makes a little more sense now. I mean, they're not helping each other. They're just like,
you look
we're gonna
first.
you look first, maybe we'll kill you after. Ganun. Parang tinututukan sila, yun yung pansin mo. Kasi walang loot yung isang squad eh. They're just running around. Pinapantayin lang. So sige, bahala na. Let them be whatever. But Lord Yongsky and Co, they have more serious business to deal with. And Lolo Gang, nako, baka mapapatulog na maaga dito ang squad natin galing sa DLSU. 3-man squad, having to be very careful here as they're being spotted by their opponents, and they just want to figure out if they can actually clash. But the circle already is pretty centered. We have many of the landmarks here. May Picado, may Los Leones, lahat nandyan pa. So, not many people have to wood except the one squad. Nasa lahat ng place na pwede puntahan, yung trailer park pa talaga yung pinuntahan.
Hey, let's give it to that. You know, Blacklist International, they drop a trailer park when they don't find the dropping point amusing. But speaking of, guys, make sure also to check out that the PUBG Mobile Exo Spider-Man No Way Home. And if you happen to watch it, guys, you can play it, of course, in PUBG Mobile. But here it is. More zoom in, Kaisar. The duo squad people, representing their school. So kudos to the duo squads, that's a lot of veterans, they do this, they do duo squads, and it's not impossible for you to get that chicken dinner, but that's how.
Winnable.
But it really, yeah, it's a pretty winnable. But in the actual league itself, in the professional scene, you're not allowed to play 2 people. It should be 3 or 4. Of course, you know. Oh yeah, just a little bit of information.
So bawal bebe time. Bawal
Yeah.
bebe time.
Bawal bebe time.
Sayang.
But
So
you-
kailangan third
But
wheel.
if you're having a relationship with a PUBG Mobile Pro player, oh
Ay!
no, guys.
Wait. Sino kaya yun? Sino kaya yun? Takes one to know one ba? I don't know. Isipin mo, ang awkward doon, magka-bebe kayong dalawa. Kaso magsasabihan kayo, nice one baby, ito heals baby. Oh! What happened here? What happened here?
Why are we seeing this incredible place from all-
Kachow! I am sped.
earlier? These guys didn't use any vehicles, and now they're using 4x4s.
I don't know.
You have to replay for it.
I don't know. Why?
Why? You know what? Maybe they're just having fun. It's fun to play PUBG Mobile and get those kills and at the same time have that smart plays. But have you guys seen the pro circuit plays?
This is the real pro circuit
Yeah,
now.
this is the real pro
This is
circuit,
the pro
guys.
circuit now. So,
This is much better than what we've casted before.
ito pa rin yun eh. Na-distract ako dun. Pag isipin mo, bebe time kayo. Tapos may third wheel. So, naging nice one baby kayo sa isa't isa. Tapos pag yung third wheel yung nakakapatay, so like, okay, ganun lang. Ang awkward! Bakit ganun? Bakit ganun? Pero, parang ingay mo.
Your 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 cat loves to
Oo
cast.
nga, ang ingay! Hindi ko nga gets what is up? Are you also are you amazed? Sorry guys, we have a third caster now. Her name is Match. What is up with you? Hello.
Yeah.
Sumagot! Ba't sumagot yung pusa? Ay, nako. Marinig ko muna. Quiet time. I need to pass this wonderful game. we, there's a, uh, I
Oh,
don't know.
this is
No,
the actual PUBG
this
Mobile
I don't.
casting.
This is the real PUBG Mobile experience. If you never played PUBG Mobile before, this has to be the game that makes you want to play it. Ito
Oh
talaga
yeah,
yun.
this
Ito
is it.
talaga yun.
If
This
you
is
want to
it.
have
Kung
those
kung hindi niyo pa dinaload PUBG Mobile, ito na yung game magko-convince sa'yo na i-download
look
mo.
at that.
Lord Yongsky, ba't ka tumalon una-una? Hindi ka. Hindi ka si Tom Cruise. Hindi ka si John Wick. Lord Yongsky, bro, you can't just do that. He didn't get sniped. There's no one
Uh,
around. He just tripped.
Thankfully,
He just decided to jump out of his buggy.
he wants to
Parang
play Fast and the Furious. This is
so, eto na pala si
oh
Alright, people.
there's another guy who fell down. What is happening?
Wala. Tell me all about it when I see you again, Ray Ray. Like,
Yeah, and wait,
wait,
the,
wait.
oh
Wait a
here
minute.
it is. This is the team that is really serious.
They have no
Oh,
kills though.
you're gonna go up. You're gonna go up in the duo squad. Well, this duo squad actually.
Oh, to the ground!
Vehicle knockout.
Whoa!
And we only have one left, but I think he went. Oh, he bailed out
Yeah,
of
left.
it.
Oh, sorry baby. Alis na ako.
Nice
Umuwi
one,
ka na,
baby.
baby. Yun lang yun eh. Umuwi ka na, baby. Kasi isip mo, I mean, he's already dead. And then you run him over pa. Double dead. Katay na katay. That's just sad. That's just 39 people remaining. 12 teams. I don't know what some of these teams are doing, honestly. The vehicle squad, the slave squad, basically. I don't even know what's going on there.
I'm not sure
And
anymore.
I don't know. Pero ito yung witty na name. Jenny Rosity. So, Blackpink stank ba? Blackpink stan.
Wow.
Wow.
Generosity. Maybe that's her name. Or that's his
Maybe.
bebe's name.
Maybe. Jenny, or hindi niya yung name eh. Di ba may shit tayo, hindi na name yun, Jenny. Pero baka
Yeah.
bebe niya.
Ah,
Mga
yeah,
warlocks. May magic talaga. Yung pangalan nila dito. Okay rin eh. So, is this, I mean, that's a win. Why are people still playing the Win 94?
It's
I'm
the
in.
meta.
It's the
You've
meta.
seen the best snipers. I know one of the best snipers before in PUBG Mobile.
Uh-huh.
His name is Aeons. He had
Oh.
30 crowds just because of using Win 94s. But seems like Sean is gonna go down, and here it is. Cutie.
Oh, no.
I know. I don't want to tell his name because I
Cutie
don't know
wa.
if you know that Cutie song.
Si Tweety Bird, kilala mo yun sa Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yun
Yeah,
eh.
Looney Tunes.
Yung Looney Tunes.
Your baby versions, but here it is, Pipoy. That bang Pipoy and Basha that we're talking about. Sin is gonna make a move here, but he's gonna get knocked out. Yep, there's a trade for the knockouts here. And seems like the guys, of course, of what they'll do, they want to get this, but unfortunately won't be able to, as that push is not gonna be successful. Since we all know it's HAU we're talking about, they already have a total of 2 kills, and they're still looking for that shot, of course, to wipe out this team that's gonna be going up against them. And here it is, Yumi, he tries to go for the prat attack, unfortunately won't be able to, and it's gonna get pinned down here. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. Baka ito na nga ba ang hindi oras sa HAU, but there's just one guy is gonna be falling down. 2 guys left up ahead. This just gonna go down for that aggressiveness by HAU, and we still have 1 guy left, and that's just it, eliminating a total of 1 squad. HAU still wins it, but Yumi will be bidding his goodbye. Oh, they're still alive.
Yeah, yun nga. It's like, uy, si Dancy tumakbo. Alam mo, sayang eh. Kung na-clutch yun ni Cutie, sasabihin ko na pangalan niya eh. Bibigay ko na sa kanya yun eh. Sayang. Pero that's a quick little retreat. We have some of these solar survivors actually. But Navier Hana finds Karuna even. And Lord Yongsi and Ventus now gonna be in a lot of trouble. But at the very least, Navier Hana now still on that high ground. Gonna be course, here is the Zay Sapphire. And the Teletubbies have had enough. They want to go for the aggression. But the top step for Lord Yongxi will get the takedown. But in behind, he will get backstab. A little too late for the res back anyway, but at least they get the refrag on. And Sapphire X will secure the squad right here for the Teletubbies. Apparently, they're going to be the stuff of nightmares there for the opposition, for the side of Lolo Gang, who are forced to already go back to sleep. 30 people still alive, 11 teams remaining. But some of these players right now are gonna be online all by their lonesome, like si Dancy dito nga eh.
Oh, he wants to be one with
He's 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 a
Crazy.
bush. He's the
I'm a
bush.
bush, guys. I'm
I'm
not
a
a player. I'm a bush. And
I'm
that's
a
what I need to do right now. And looks like it's just gonna stay there. He doesn't want to get out of it. While Nachi is singing with me. We also have Stu, Saijin, and Nitro. Oh, we have the Clutch team who won the
yes.
earlier game, Sandhawk Clutch, and they're still here. Maybe one of the teams that we need to look forward with. Maybe they can still win this, but as the circle gonna be shifting with, is it going to be around graveyard or is it going to be around the shadow of the button? Oh, it's gonna end up on an open one. This
that
is
is
so bad.
that is a very interesting circle to say the least. And many of these desert tunes gonna be the graveyard for some of these squads already. In the meantime, though, Brand Fam. Okay, so what's the plan, guys? They're here in the corner. Nag-uusap muna sila Jokku and Co. Pero just before we go into more of the action, let's not forget that everyone's favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is coming to PUBG Mobile. Spider-Man will be swinging into the action on July 15th today, so be sure to log in and try out the new game mode, win rewards, and other exciting new features. And I realized now why ba't kumakanta si Machi Ray.
Why?
Inubos na pala ni Wednesday at ni Wu yung food. Kaya pala.
Kaya
Kaya pala.
pala.
Kaya pala. I was like, what is up with you? You're not usually like this. You're a very quiet, sleepy cat. And then, oh, the bowl is empty. Kaya pala. Sige, pakainin kita. Sandali lang. Pag si Ray Ray na nagsalita. Wag mo sabihin, guys, na tatayo ako bigla habang
Oh,
nagsasalita.
hindi ko sasabihin
Wag na,
dahil ito na
review
nga.
na.
While we're into that, guys, don't forget the if you love memes, gameplay, and other student life videos, kindly check out AcadArena on TikTok. Follow at AcadArena, and if you are part of our first 1K followers, you'll get the chance to win some of our weekly giveaways. And just post or tweet with the hashtag AA TikTok giveaway to make your entry count. But here it is. While we're just waiting for all of the teams going up against each other. We only have 11 teams, and seems like the Teletubbies, they are still alive! They got a total of 3 rounds. That's pretty big. Okay.
That's,
we have
that's
this-
good. That's great.
That's good.
it.
That's great for That's
That's
great, for Jumbo.
What do you want to be when you grow up, Ray Ray?
I wanna be a hot dog.
That's great! For the glory of Miramar! For the,
I wanna be an army.
I want to be an army. I want to be a pilot. And I want to be a jumbo sausage with an M24 here. He's ready to snipe. At, wag mo sabihin ulit, pero nanahimik na siya kasi may pagkain na. Don't tell
Okay.
anyone. Wag mo
Don't
sabihin
tell
na.
anyone.
Don't tell anyone. Wag mo sabihin sa prod na ginawa ka yun.
Wag mo sabihing alam. Kidding aside, here it is. They're on the move. We have Stu Saijin. Does Stu Saijin aware that there's someone named Fire Saijin?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean,
Because he's
I mean,
from
it's
Mapua University.
It's
MGS.
AcadArena, di ba?
Yeah.
I remember for that they even made all their names Saiyajin for a while nga eh. Kaya
Really?
who knows? Will you be the next Saiyajin? Ray Saiyajin?
Ray
Question
Saiyajin.
mark?
Wow, that's a
Dak-
good name.
Dak Saiyajin? Pwede na. Pwede. Mas gusto ko yung
Maybe-
Ray Saiyajin.
Maybe
Bagay
if I
sa'yo.
have that Ray Sai, or maybe if I had that Saijin on my name, I'm gonna be the best player in Valorant.
Pwede.
Yeah.
But, or dito sa
Or.
PUBG Mobile. Ano ka ba?
Yeah,
Back to
I'm the
your
best player in PUBG Mobile.
PUBG Mobile.
Why? Why am I
Whoa.
self-proclaimed?
Baby Cakes Esports, that
Yes,
Ray
sir.
Saiyajin, the walking encyclopedia of PUBG and Philippines.
Yes,
Naku,
yes.
So,
I
sana
got
na
the
lang.
conqueror frame, guys. Remember.
Ito yun. Sana na lang nadamay doon sa PH broadcast.
Oh, that's why we're speaking in English. This could be something, you know.
Yeah,
This
who
is
knows?
so maybe. Maybe
I
you
like,
know.
I like
speech
There's some-
broadcast equals speech English casters? Yeah.
yes, dude. But Campus Clash, honestly,
Yeah.
I've had a blast. And our teams have had a blast. This is one of the best and my favorite PUBG Mobile cast so far. And I have two before this, so this is the third one. So 1 out of 3. This is number one. This is number
Oh, look
one.
at the circle!
Why
This is
you?
at least
I
one
mean,
team.
you said the circle was gonna be that. By this point, I always just believe you. Kasi alam na alam mo yan eh. Ikaw yung may future sight. May crystal ball ka
Yeah.
ni si Ray Ray Balwin ng PUBG Mobile. And you said a while ago it was gonna be in the sands and right smack dab in the middle. So many of these teams, they have to be
Army.
out in the open. Di ba? Many of
Army.
these is army. Inaayos ko nga real quick eh. Yung sabi ko lang that, they have to find the ridges here. But goodbye, too easy. You got this. You don't got this. I tried to cheer him on. I tried to cheer him on, Ray Ray. But Dancy able to dance away from danger. And at least his
Hey.
squad is still alive.
Hey guys, let me give you a tip. It's really hard to control 4x scope when there's a moving vehicle. Okay, you rather use the 3x or the 6x. Okay, I'm giving you tips because it's really hard. 4x is one of the scopes, or maybe the only scope that is really hard to control but very effective when it comes to the mid-range spray downs. But it's really gonna be hard. But looks like there's already a big tackle on against these teams. But as for HAU's side, they're positioning themselves in quite of a suffocating one. But maybe it's gonna be working since these guys, they always have that big potential when it comes to their firepower. But as for Lihim, they want to be aggressive. They're gonna be pushing. Or maybe
going
just
for
get
it.
for a good
Oh.
knockout, and that's going to be the sign of them to actually push against a squad. But here it is. Oh,
Did they know? They're scouting actually. They're not completely sure of the position here of Lustin Squad, and that's the thing. Is the whole team here for the side of STI basically? Are they all gonna be in position for Mustang Esports? And that's what the HAU squadron wants to figure out in the first place. But Doku, Brandfam, and Generosity now generously going through the graveyard, getting through these industrial compounds. And at the very least, Jake the dog, can you stretch out this? He's just crouch walking. He's crouch walking out in the open. Oh, he's
really get it? Oh, it's
they're
gonna go
looking for it.
bad.
The win 94.
There's a win!
It just wins. It just wins. It just wins all the time. Winner. Generosity is there. Oh my god. Kaya nga talaga eh. You can't spell win without win. Diba?
Right.
That's it.
Fun about the Win 94 is that it was buffed and it can penetrate
It's
up until
crazy.
the two level 2 armors, guys. That's something about
Oh.
what we have with Win 94. But it looks like we only have one left for Apollo side. He gets one. Will this be an ace once again? As what we've seen earlier on. He gets
One
the
before?
second frag. Alright. Winnable.
All right. Yeah, that's the thing. And the Polo survived the fight a while ago. That's the thing. That's why he's all alive. Barrel gameplay though. Ito na nga, diba? Yung resistance band to control the recoil here from the M762. And Apollo, at the very least, might peek this out. Sees Baraki though on the other side. Tries to go for the shots. A little too long. Staying out in the open though. And Baraki will get a good tag and might allow Kyo Cool here to go for the push. Sabi niya, uy, ano, pupush ka ba? Ano, tara na. M249 to. Laban, labas! LMG suppressing fire. Parang Aris meta lang yan eh. M249 meta na dito. But then again, Circle right now, gonna be loved actually here. The Trailer Park Boys have read this map perfectly, and Mustang Esports having the bigger compound on the right-hand side, and this is dangerous right now for Solon Squad here for Valiant Esports, because that's gonna be one more down, and it just might be a two-man squad left for our leaders.
But I don't know why they want to put down this guys, of course, coming in from Mustang. Because these guys are still good players. Or pa naman. But who's out? In the open! And there's
No,
just one is going to be Meraki. He got a total of 9 frags. He is actually wiping out a lot of teams right now. A total of 2 coming in also. A total of 3, if I'm not mistaken.
God of Miramar. God of
Wow.
Miramar right now. What SKS here for the side of Lust? It does seem like it's still 3 people alive there on the other side, and up naman, they're good to go. Shanti though, very, very close, and Liam healing up as well. That's a thing though for Valiant. They still have a good position that they can stay alive, but as this happens, there's a clash there on the other opposite compound as well. And Nikoni right now trying to go for the Moban 2. He's evil on the floor already. And Nikoni saying Nico, Nico, Ni, and Nico, Nico on the inside. They're pushing on yet again. 3 down on the ground. Hyperion Blast blasted off into the existence. And that is just so dangerous here for Stu Saiyajin, the only one left. Siya na lang nabuhay sa planeta niya. And the thing is, he will need to figure out a way to try and rescue the rest of the squad. But Nikoni has done the damage that needs to be done in the first place, and that's some good frag potential from him in the first place for Digital Dinosaurs, the only survivor here left, hiding into the corner, and at least getting some points for the team here, Ray Ray.
Remember, we're on the fifth phase, and luckily, there's still 9 teams alive! Maybe with how big Miramar is, there's a lot of survivors. But since I got it wrong, 7 teams left, and there's just some knockouts. HAU going 1-1, but seems like there's still a sole survivor off to the side of Mustang Esports. A Soul wants to make and go to leave, but here it is. He'll be able to dodge that. He goes for a jump, and he gets it. He gets the full wipeout against HAU, and he got that what? A 1v3 situation with all those spraydowns coming true, and Mustang is still alive while HAU is already wiped out.
The evil of the server has been defeated, said the players. And while HAU have impressively demonized many a time in the server, this time in here, Miramar, they don't get back to their standard. Is the championship wide open? Is there still a chance for a different squad to take it away? And will it be Mustang Esports who can't keep that momentum to go for the chicken dinner and to go potentially a yoink on the leaderboard? Mathematically, it's difficult, but we'll see if the impossible can be possible. But Apollo is just immortal! Nako, he's still alive. That's the thing. Kanina pa siya minamahal ni Lord. He is his own god, basically, with a name like that. Portrayed by Logan Lerman in the hit cinematic movie. But it really feels like here for Apollo that he just keeps
It's
staying
John Wick.
alive and again and again. He's a John Wick here.
It's
Hindi
John
talaga.
Wick.
He's a John Wick, basically. You're just absolutely right. I think he already has a dozen kills here, Ray Ray. Siya lang mag-isa. And yes, there it is. 12 kills for him, 12 kills for the team. And
And he's using your
not
favorite
done.
gun.
Dude, that's why. And then he has M4 for meta. And look at the scope! 3 times on it, zoom in! And goodbye to another one. 3 squads remaining. Apollo is just immortal right now.
Why do we have immortal players in PUBG Mobile? But yeah,
Wow.
kidding aside, looks like Apollo. This guy is raising a flag for his team, and I'm so happy to seeing a lot of players really popping off like this, such as Apollo. Imagine he's the only guy remaining, yet he still have a lot of frags. But here it is. This is where his fragging potential will be contested. As the guys of Mustang, they're alive, they have that momentum, and he's just gonna be dying from the explosion. That's so bad.
Cool guys die to explosions apparently, but
Digital
Apollo.
too.
It's a 1v4. Oh no,
Yeah,
Suicide. But
Saijin.
oh no, Apollo. What happened?
Oh,
What
I'm sad.
happened?
Good replay though.
Crit replay just gets blown up after he throws a nade away. And Stu Saiyajin now saying, get off my lawn, get off my property, and get away from me. As this is just the only survivor of this squad. But Mustang Esports, they've been kicking, they've been screaming, and they're trying to horse around and push on forward. The Cito on the ground already. Stu Saiyajin protected by the blue zone, but he decides to peek on away, check the staircase real quick. But he's the only one in the corner. Quick little drink of this can. And, well, Stu Saiyajin, kaya pa ba? That's the question. Mustang, though, they're playing very safe here, Ray Ray. They want to go for the reset first. They're looking to play the circle instead. Pero isipin mo, isa na lang yan! Stu Saiyajin! He got tagged! And Stu, ikaw na lang ang nasa pamilya ngayon ng Saiyajins. Is it time to honor your last name, honor the rest of the squad? But Mustang Esports, all alive, they defeated Valiant Esports in pitch combat, and they're now looking to have a great dinner here with chicken on the side. And winner, chicken dinner barbecued there by the seat with the molly in the end. It will be Mustang Esports with another one here. Chicken dinner for them, 5 takedowns. But look at Apollo, 3rd place, 13 kills. I am just impressed out of nowhere. But beyond that, give it to MGS, still staying in second place. I think now the battle really here, the battle for second between MGS as well as Mustang Esports. That's the biggest one we have to calculate right now.
Definitely. And aside from that, who's going to be the MVP? Who got the most frags what we have right now? But guys, a lot of stake right there. But let's just give it, of course, to Apollo for the 13 frags and how Mustang was able to get those clutch against HAU. That was a good that was kind of a bad push on HAU's side, but we already know that they're just really after that second map, they're already claiming that big win from them. But it's too unfortunate for Apollo since he just got blasted off by that vehicle. But the rest, it was a beautiful Miramar that we have.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's so many moments that happen. Maraming question mark, maraming biglang, what? How does that even happen? And the unbelievable sight, of course, that Apollo has brought to the table, that is something we will remember at the end of the Campus Clash. Ako na,
And
parang
TFX.
natatawa na ako. It's just like, how does one man, one god do it here on Miramar? Apparently, that is how Apollo does it. And come on, if you guys want to join things like this and you want to bring esports to your school, the AcadArena Alliance program is here for you. Alliance member clubs get access to our exclusive tournaments, mentorship, event support, and of course, the AcadArena scholarship aid and power-ups. Learn how to join the Alliance today at acadarena.com/alliance and get updates by liking and following AcadArena on fb.com/AcadArenaGG. Pero that third game, the games they got better and better as we went on. I honestly say the Aragal game kind of warm up, kind of just HAU doing HAU things, and that was just pretty much it. And then Sandhawk, the clutch at the last hill, and that on Miramar, where we just saw so many faces show up for that one. Parang nung mas naging true caution to win yung mga teams natin, nung mas ginawa pa nilang classic gameplay, dun sila, hindi na lumala. It's not really lumala. I just want to say like, this is where they got more intense. This is where they got even better in terms of their mechanical prowess and the best kind of individual performance we would get from these players. We saw it there in that last map, really.
Yeah, so ibig sabihin, when this is a 2-day tournament, we can see, or maybe we can really see much of the potential from all of the players. But there's also the funny things about earlier on. The guys that have just been running around in circles in Miramar. But we'll talk more to that later, as of course we're gonna be seeing the actual results and an interview, of course, on who's going to be the champions here in Campus Clash Invitational. But once again, I am Marian, of course, as here with me is Dax. And see you guys on the announcement of winners here in Campus Clash Invitational.
So guys, we are back here at the Campus Clash Invitationals from AcadArena. My name is Dax here with Ray Ray. Tagal namin nag-math real quick lang labas ng calculator, just trying to figure out what's going on. But in the end, we have figured out who is gonna be our ultimate winner of the UC prize. And of course, it's still Valiant Esports for our number one place. 24 placement points, 43 eliminations, and 67 total points in total. But on the second place, you got MGS there with 51. Mustang Esports, great effort. Great Chicken Dinner, 41 there for third. Pilot Katsuda there taking fourth. HCA with fifth. Teletubbies in 6 of 23. Pirate Esports in 7 of 21. And Gears Cruise will wrap it up on our first half with 8. 9th, 14th, Malin Warlocks, Lulagang, Digital Dinosaurs, Calibasive, and Siklab there at 12, 13th. And Lechan Cybernats lastly there. But there you have our top 4 teams. Valiant Esports, Mapua Game Society or MGS. We got Mustang Esports there as well as Pilot Kitsune. And all honesty, Ray, tong apat na teams natin dito, our top 4, they really prove how strong they can be over the 3 maps that we witnessed today in the CCI.
See the consistency. That's the most important thing about PUBG Mobile, and this both of 4 of these teams, they were consistent all throughout, from Erangel to Sadok, and of course, and our very own Miramar, and that's how HAU got a total of what? 49 frags all in all, and looks like what we have here is one of the members coming in from HAU, and we have here is Sean.
Yeah, Shanti, how are you doing, my friend? Congratulations. Honestly, let's just not mince words. Dinurog niya talaga yung competition the first 2 maps. It was so impressive on how you guys moved around, how you worked as a team. And I have to ask you, how did you guys prepare to basically do those moves? Parang, how did you end up dominating the server with your plays?
Yung mga kasama ko po is Codem players, kaya po may idea sa mga rotations and sa mechanics ng game.
Ooh, so may practice talaga, may experience eh. So, Ray, rinig natin dito, they already know what they're gonna be doing. They work out really well as a squad, no?
Okay, that's the thing about the PUBG Mobile Plus. Di ko alam kung ba't, pero ang galing yung mag-predict ng circle, which is something really needed kapag naglalaro ka ng PUBG Mobile. Pero, knowing nga that you came from a different game and now you applied it sa PUBG Mobile, ano yung naging practice nyo? Nung naglaro kayo ng PUBG Mobile, may naging practice ba? Naglalaro ba kayo together? Or nagti-TDM ba kayo?
Naglalaro po kami individual, pero ngayon pa lang po kami nagkasama ng kami po talaga.
Wow! Ngayon lang!
Ganyan lang! Sabi na, okay guys, hello, nice to meet you. Tara, G, ganun lang eh. Ang galing. So, I think I have to ask you, so paano pakiramdam nyo na ganun ka bilis ng synergy nyo? Were there any issues para sa team nyo o parang ganun lang talaga, nag-click na lang ang lahat para sa coordination ng team nyo?
So basically po kanina is kanya-kanya po kami diskarte, ganun. Tapos sasabihin lang po namin kung ano gagawin.
Okay, so
Mag-fighting,
maybe, yeah. Wow! Dax, alam mo, ibig sabihin lang nun is that kapag meron ka na talagang isa pang FPS game na you're actually good at, kasi i-apply mo lang siya sa PUBG Mobile, hindi siya madaling mag-adjust. Hindi na mahirap pag mag-a-adjust ka. So, it's really a good amount of time para sa kanila talaga. Pero, gusto ko lang tanongin, may rank na ba kayo sa PUBG Mobile? Or wala talaga? If meron man sa ibang game, anong rank talaga usually?
Ano po, nagti-TDM lang po kami. Pero ako po nagpa-PUBG po, classic. Tapos po sa COD po, legendary po.
Ayan naman pala.
Nakakatakot pala yun. Sanay yung kanyang daliri. So, it really feels like you guys knew exactly what to do there. So, congratulations sa pagpanalo niyo dito sa Campus Clash. And I just wanna, hindi na nga ask na to eh. Any shoutouts you want to do dito para sa mga nanonood, anyone who's been supporting you, bigyan na sila ng pansin, no?
Shoutout po pala sa main team ng PUBG na. Sila Sigma, Mark, Andrew, si Carlo. Tapos sa mga nakasama ko po ngayon, si Angelica, si Paul, tsaka po si Jennifer. Tapos sa president po ng Valiant, si Sir John Robert, tsaka po sa OIC namin na si Terence. Tsaka din po yung mga staff ng Valiant Esports. Thank you po sa inyo.
Thank
Yeah.
you so
Thank you.
much there, Sean. Really big shout out to you. So there you have it, guys. Si Sean nga nagsalita dito, and we got to hear words from them. Yun talaga yun eh. Doesn't matter the game your background is from, you can still win here in PUBG Mobile. And we thank you for time. So thank you for the interview here, Shanti. Congratulations sa inyong prize, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you po.
Ayan,
Yan.
very talagang biruin mo, you already have a big background talaga sa mga sa kabilang game and ngayon lang sila nag-play together. So that's pretty big from them and how aggressive they are. Kitang-kita mo talaga yung mga grassroots ng kanilang mga pinaglalaroan and now they applied it in PUBG Mobile. I'm so excited to see more of them actually playing for the next tournaments here in PUBG Mobile Campus Clash Invitational.
Yeah, and this has just been one of the more incredible moments we've seen dito sa AcadArena 2022. This is the start of a new year, and we just saw some amazing action for these squads who just really formed on up to play here in the Campus Clash Invitational to prove themselves here at AcadArena, and they did not disappoint. Congratulations to all our winners, and of course to our grand champion, Valiant Esports, Shanti Sol, Yumi, and Liam, a mix in the roster. And it's really impressive to see them all work together hand in hand and get that championship. Pero Ray Ray, it's time for us to wrap it up. Anything else you want to say here at the end of the stream? Kasi parang marami akong moments na nakita dito na never ko makakalimutan sa aking PUBG Mobile history.
So far, fun fact guys, first time lang namin mag-cast together for a collegiate PUBG Mobile action and I think I had fun. I think
I had
all
a
of
great
it. I
time.
had fun from Erangel to Sanok to Miramar. I had fun and hopefully we'll see more of that PUBG Mobile competitive action, especially that as of now on the collegiate scene, we have the crown here in the Philippines. So maybe talaga slowly but surely we'll be able to top notch of course against other teams and hopefully talaga mag-improve lang hindi ang HAU kundi yung mga teams na sumali sa atin ngayon and hopefully they'll be able to complete that 16 squads competing for the winner chicken dinner, guys.
And come on, who knows what is in the future here for PUBG Mobile in the Philippines and here at AcadArena, but you know that there will be more here at AA especially. But I've been Dax here with Ray Ray, and this has been the Campus Clash Invitational PUBG Mobile. Tune in next time for another tournament here from AcadArena. We're going to be signing out. Have a good night and hope you guys have had fun in today's broadcast.